Hi, hello, hi, hello, hi, hi, hello, hi, hello, hi, hi, hello, hi, hi, hello, hi, hi, hello, hi, hi, hello, hello, hi, hi, hello, hi, hello, hi, hello, hi, hi, hello, hi, hi, hello, hi, hi, hello, hi, churro, whoa, whoa, hi, churro, whoa, whoa, hello, churro, whoa, churro. Thank you for the resub. Thank you for the Giga Ultra resub. 10 months. Oh my God, it's been so long. It's already been. That's a long ass time, brother. Thank you so much. Hello. Oh, Jesus Christ. Hello, Ty Misi. Hello, Malgon. Malgon, indeed. That is me. Hello, Justilence. Thank you for the resub. 10 months again. Oh my God. You guys have been doing this forever. Been doing this basically forever. Basically for an eternity. And Judgment. Hello. It's been a while. Welcome in, my long lost friend. 11 months. Thank you for the 11 months resub. That's honestly insane. Honestly, kind of cuckoo, crazy, wild, insane, crazy style. That's like that's like crazy, funky, insane. No work towel. You oh no, you do you don't have any work. Hell yeah, brother. Welcome in. It's good for you to come and visit. Good for you to come say hi. We've missed you terribly. We have missed you terribly in this place. Welcome in. Welcome in. Yes. Hello, Bunny. Hello. Wow, goodness me. We've got all sorts of old heads in today. We've got old Malfon old heads in chat. We've got Jestilence. We've got Taimisi. We've got Churl. We've got Judgment. We've got Bunny. Oh my goodness. Hello. Welcome in. I hope everyone's doing good. I hope everyone's having a nice little Wednesday, a nice cheeky little Wednesday. I hope everyone's doing nice and good and good. And thank you so much everybody for the resubs. It really means a lot that you guys have been here for this long and are hanging tight and hanging out with me. I appreciate it. I appreciate all of your love and your spending time with me and all that good stuff. I'm gonna change because I love you guys so much. I'm going to change the music because I don't think anybody but me wants to listen to Chandelier. Um, we'll play some Discovery, some classics, some good stuff. Um, oh, we'll play. Let's see, we'll play some classics. We'll play some. Ooh, oh my goodness. Hello. Ooh, what? Oh, thank you for gifting the sub to Bunny Justless. Oh my goodness, you guys are going funky crazy style. Holy moly, you guys are making me sweat. You guys are making me sweat. Hello. Oh my goodness, I guess that means everybody is doing good. Did everybody get their tax return? Is that's what's happening here? You guys got your tax returns and now you're going crazy. You got money to burn. I appreciate class meeting. Exactly, class meeting. We're back. We're back, and we're here to have our yearly shareholders meeting. Oh my goodness. Thank you, Jesselins. Thank you very much. That is very kind of you. Let's say hello to each other. Hello, I'm here in the void. I'm here in the void, but I think I know what we're gonna do. You did your taxes so late, brother. I did mine like super late too. I did mine like when were they due? Like this Tuesday? They were due yesterday. I did mine on like Thursday. I did mine on the 10th. I had some time, but it was super late. It was so bad. I was like, man, what am I doing here? Um, what we're gonna do is we're gonna play some games. We're gonna play some chat games with everybody. We're gonna do that first. You did yours in February. You're psychotic. I feel like doing your taxes too early is crazy. Doing them too late is also not great. Like there's like a sweet spot to be like a normal human being to do taxes, but I certainly have not hit it. There's like like if you do your taxes way too early, you're like a dog of the empire. You're a capitalist hound. You know, if you do them too late, you're some kind of like communist, like underclass. Like you're scuttling through the underbelly of society trying to avoid paying your taxes. That's me, by the way. I scuttle through the underbelly of society, trying to avoid pay taxes. You don't have to pay taxes. Well, judgment. You're like European, so that's I don't know how you guys do your weird, fucking psychotic shit over there. I was in Churl's stream the other day, and he was talking about how he just hasn't paid taxes for years, and I was like, dog, like that's crazy. He's just like, yeah, I just don't pay taxes. You actually don't have. Technically, you don't have to. And I'm like, yeah, technically you don't have to, but like if you ever like if anything ever happens and you're like the government's just like, huh, this guy didn't pay taxes for 15 years, then they're gonna like wring you out to dry over the Atlantic Ocean and like salt you in the wind. By the time you paid your state tax and the chump who did them for you, so you have to waste your time, you don't get much back. Ah, yes. I owed money this year. I was very upset. My job didn't withhold enough, and I owed like a stupid ass fucking amount of time. amount of money. I was pissed off. In Poland, you don't need to pay taxes until you're 28 or you're studying. Oh man, I wish that was how it worked. I wish that was how it worked because it's like we gotta you're like born out of the womb and you gotta pay taxes in America. You inhale that sweet hospital air and they're charging you by the second, dog. You know, like you're born and you like the second you're like dried off of that amniotic fluid and they stick a pen in your hand, you sign the document saying that the government owns your fucking soul. Thank you for the hype train, by the way. It was very cool. It was very cool. I hope you guys I appreciate you guys coming out. And I hope to see everybody for next week. Next Tuesday, the 22nd, is my 1 year anniversary. It is my 1 year anniversary. My very first stream. I don't know if anyone was here for my very first stream. Maybe Judgment or Jestilence might have been here for my very first stream. But we're going to be doing some fun stuff. We're going to be doing drunk driving in American Truck Sim with a hand cam. So you guys will be able to see me swerving around using the shitty steering wheel that I bought. It'll be very fun. It'll be very fun. I hope to see my friends. I hope to see you all. To come and visit. Actually, don't pay American taxes until you're 18. Then you can simply employ kids for less than minimum. Oh, that's a good emote. That is a good emote. That's like cue ball. My first stream lasted 20 minutes. Is that true, Judgment? Is that true? I felt like I went for like an hour. I tried to stream for like an hour and it was so bad. It was so hard. We're going to start with connections too. I was like so like exhausted after an hour doing my first stream. Don't L me. Don't you L me. That is a pretty, I like that emote. It's very pensive. Respectfully, no. Good name. You reset the stream about 4 times? That sounds like... See, I don't remember that, but it sounds like me. It sounds like something I would do. That sounds like something that would happen. Well, now at least we don't reset 4 times. We only reset twice, and the trade-off for being more technically... Hello, man opener. Welcome in. The trade-off for being more technically adept is being much more wretched in my speaking. I was very well behaved in my first couple streams. Or you streamed a couple times, you subbed within 5 minutes because you flattered me. Well, I think it was I think what happened, Jestilence, is you came in and I was like, oh, Jestilence, I like that name. Pestilence, but you're Jestilence Pestilence. And you took that as a compliment somehow, and I was like, oh, okay. I still like your name. I think I get a lot of good Twitch chatter names in here. Man opener, Jestilence, bread shaped bunny. Those are all good names. Judgment is a good name. Like they're all good. They're all good. You know, I will say, man opener is a pretty top tier one. If I had to pick one who is more equal than others, man opener is up there. I'm a fucking flatterer. I am not on purpose. I just like saying nice things to people. Hello, Michael Noon. Hello, Michael Goon. Shane Brighter Malfun is here too. Yeah, that motherfucker. What the hell is he doing at this time? This dude needs to figure out how to pick a good name. You know, this dude Brighter Malfun. What kind of name is that? I'll be honest with you. The name Malfun was taken, and I was just like, I'm just brighter than this guy. I'm better. I'm brighter. I'm gonna shine. You know, I'm gonna be the fucking sun over this guy's apartment. I'm gonna blow his head off. Hello, Michael Noon. Hello. How are you doing tonight? Hello, how are you doing, Mr. Noon? Your honeyed words will not work on me. I mean, come on, man. They work a little bit. They work a little bit, right? Said it was over and said goodbye after 2 hours you streamed again because you said you had nothing to do. That sounds like me. No, stop. You're like dragging like Judgment's just like I was there and it fucking sucked, but it was funny, so I stuck around. You're still working? What? Wait, you're at work now? Isn't it like 11 or like 1 in the morning for you for where you're at? You're in Europe somewhere, right, Mickey Noon? Isn't it really late for you? God, it was such a God, Judgment's like, man, I can't believe I'm dealing with this stupid idiot for this long. He's lucky he was funny. He's lucky he was funny in his failure. Let's try to do some connections. Let's take a look. We've got Crowd, Score, Mamba, Engine, Scar, Katy Perry, Simba, Boa, Lion, Garter, Scratch, Meringue, Stockings, Tangy, Scrape, Corset. Well, I mean, we can do... There's, let's see. Lion. I mean, there's Lion and Simba, which is one. There's Boa, Constrictor, Garter, Corset. stockings. These are all like things that women wear, right? Like a bow, like a Katy Perry and Crowd don't go together. Apparently, she recently put out some kind of like really awful like space video where she was like, "I'm sorry, everyone else is poor, but I went to space and now I can feel love again." And it's like, bitch, the true love is here on Earth. Love is here on Earth. You know, you can't go to space and then come down and tell us that you found it, because we done been had it. We done been had it down here on the planet. You know, it was fun to remember how Blue Man streams used to be. They used to be way less vulgar. They used to be way less grotesque. So I poor Bunny. Bunny was just like, oh, this guy, he's so cute. He's so sweet. He's being so nice and gentle. And now she comes back and it's just kind of like, I'm being this awful, wretched being. Let's try these ones. I think these ones are like clothing. Yeah, burlesque wear. Love is down. Exactly. Love is right here. Mickey Noon has. If you are looking for love out there, chatter. If you are hungry for romance. If desire is what you crave, find twitch.tv/brightermalfun. You know, you're still cute. Oh, you're a sweetie pie. You're a sweetie pie still. You're after all this time. You're still a sweetie pie. I guess some things truly never change. He treated us better then. I did not. Actually, I probably did. I was probably way nicer about it. Now I'm just like, you rats, you wretches, you crawling through the underbelly. You know? No, that's not true. I love all my Mal friends. I love all my beloved Mal friends. Burlesque stream win. I mean, we are going to be having a hand cam stream soon, and I may be planning to get some very particular garments for me to wear that may reflect my you know, a couple things, you know. Good at burlesque wear, are we? I'm not bad at it. You know, like I feel like anyone can look good in burlesque as long as they know how to like hold their hips, right? Burlesque wear is all in the hips. It went downhill after the worm incident. He became bitter. I was so wounded. Are you talking about the time where I flew off the cliff and it didn't let me die? It didn't play the death animation. It just instantly killed me in Death Stranding. Or when I was trying to, yeah, exactly. Yup. My worms! No, my worms! I was trying to be a worm delivery man, and I tried to hurl myself off the cliff because I fucked up the delivery already, and it didn't play the stupid ass death animation of Sam Porter Bridges falling to his death. And I was so mad. I was pissed. I was very wrathful at that point. It's true. Let's see. Crowd, score, Mamba, Meringue, no. Scar, no. So Scar, Simba, Lion. What's another good one? Mamba? No, that's like a dance, right? It was so bad. It was so bad. I don't know what to do with Katy Perry. I don't know what oh yeah, like a snake, like a mamba snake. No, okay. So I guess this means like the dance. So meringue, mamba, crowd, score. Katy Perry is a lion. You would be hard pressed to sell me that. And you could sell me a lot. You could sell me a bridge, but you can't sell me that Katy Perry is a lion. Katy Perry is just a sad little train wreck of a woman clinging to relevance. And I'm sorry, but I do not deign her the title of Queen of the Jungle. I'm sorry. I don't know, like crowd score meringue, because a meringue is a kind of dance, right? Unless it's like the flavor, because there's also tangy, but I don't think that's what it is. Calling other people sad little train wrecks. I mean, listen, you know, I may not be able to defend myself yet, but I will be able to eventually. One of these days, Turl, that won't work. That little barb you've got you won't be able to twist it any further. You know, didn't hold back last time, but should we let you figure it out on your own? Yeah, let me take a look. Let me see if I can figure it out. Katy Perry had a song called Roar. So it would be things that roar. Engine, Katy Perry, lion, a crowd? That's crazy. That's insane. I would have never fucking gotten that one. I would have never gotten that one. Judgment +2. Judgment's just like, all right, I've already exposed your shit ass like original stream habit, and now I'm gonna help you out. So let's see. Scratch, scrape, scar, score to like draw, to like carve onto something, mess up the surface of, and then Mamba, Simba, Tangi. I don't know what I only know the lion. I only know the Simba as a proper noun. Latin dances with a vowel changed. Excuse me. What? What? Oh, tango. That's so mean. That's so mean. The samba. That's so wretched. That's so wretched. That's not like. Come on, man. That's not fair. That can't be fair. You purposely misspelled these words and be like, whoopsie, haha. The pattern is that they're spelled wrong. Stupid asshole. Fucking. God, I'm so mad. All right, let's try Wordle. All right, we're gonna guess. Ocean. O and A. So, God, the hard part having this A here. How I don't vowel change is so cheating. Vowel change is so cheating. That's so mean. So true. So, nice line emote. That's a Lion of Yara. Crazy emote. Hello. Having the A here is so hard. I don't know any words with A at the 4th position except for ocean. That's the only one. Let's see. No, that's motel. B b g l g loser, Lasar. I'm doing great. I'm not. I'm really. It's why you're. That's like a comment that you say to your kid who's in like 4th place in the relay race. He's not losing, but you can see he's losing steam. Like he's like starting to run out of energy, and he looks over at you, and you can see the despair in his eyes, and you're just like, it's okay, you're doing great. And he knows you're kind of lying to him, but he still believes you. You know, it's just kind of like, oh, you're doing fine, kid. You're doing good. Let's see. Votar. Gotar. God, you never lied to me. Justilence, which is the flat L. Hey, loser. I think I have to, not with that face. When you have that face at the end of the sentence, I don't. The fucked up thing about the ring cam emote is that I don't even believe my own face. You know, because I use it for nefarious purposes constantly. So when other people use it back at me, I'm like, I don't trust that face. Who could ever trust that face? Let's see. Gloat. Okay. Let's see. It's a top emote. It's a really good one. I think the ring cam emote is probably one of the top 10 things, like top 5 things about this channel probably. I choose to imagine like there's somebody out there who subscribed just so that they can ring cam at people. Let's see. No, that does. Let's see. Logar. Having this A in the 4th place is really hard for me to conceive of a word that works with this. Let's see. Lorgar almost mentioned. I know. As soon as I put it down, I was like, oh god, word bearers moment. The word bearers. The Wordle bearers. Wordle bearers. Oh my god, we've kind of cracked it. We're kind of insane. This is a chaos plot. Hello? How come I wasn't informed of this? What the fuck? Let's see. What else can we have? Mola. That's not a word. Hola. Hello. Oh God. Gloat. Um. Oh, bloat? No, because LO are in the same places. It can't be loat. It would have to be total. Would have been so good. Oh, I know, but you can't use two T's. God, but I like now. All I can think of is like loat words, but it's obviously not loat words. It's got to be something else. Um, or Yoda. You can crush my cock and balls with a rock. I must. Blow up my Honda sedan in the name of a free Ireland, I must. Royal, that's a good one. Royal. Okay. Boil. No. What is this middle? Oh, it could be or ale, boral, voral, horal, joral, moral. Yeah, there we go. Moral. Royal was good. Royal was the one that gave it to us. All right, Moral's not bad. And now we've got the one that everybody's been waiting for. The one that everybody truly wants to see. We've got our daily Scrandle. We've got our meow, three face. We've got our daily Scrandle, the one that everybody loves to see. This is what we've all been craving this whole time. All right. For those of you who don't know what Daily Scrandle is we look at different foods, pictures of foods from stadiums all over the world, and we're trying to see who, if we can guess which food more people voted for. So let's say like 98% of people voted for the chicken tikka masala. We want to click this one. We kind of got to compare them, right? Which one looks better, the price, how much food you get. Hello, Bucket. Welcome in. Thank God you can pause blueprints. Yeah. I heard that game is like insanely complicated. I don't think I could ever play that game. It's got blue in it, and you think that'd be perfect for me, but unfortunately, it takes more than that at this point. They both look good. I will say, this is kind of a crazy thing to get at a stadium. I feel. This is like meat, and this is just like grilled meat. This makes sense, but this is like, you got bread, you got like chicken and rice and all this shit. This is like a sit-down kind of food. Reach the main objective. The game is not done. You reach the main objective. You've only just gotten to it. Watching me play would probably be super entertaining. I would get so mad. I would get so angry. I have a hard enough time playing Urban Myth Dissolution Center, practically. And that game is not difficult. I'm just dumb. Like, I can't handle it. You could backseat hard. Was that fun for you guys? Do you guys like backseating? Do you guys like backseating, or do you like watching me, like, be a stupid moron and figure shit out? I'm gonna go with the special steak rice meal because it's $7 compared to almost 10. They both look really good, but I'm gonna go with this one. Yeah, I think the price was the big winner here. They're both really good. Helpers, that's what I was thinking. I knew a little of both. Yeah, I feel like people like really, that does not look, cheeseburger? Cheese, we had two good ones, and now we've got two fucking awful ones. Oh my God, Doncaster Rover and Aston Villa, you guys gotta pay the fucking price here. We gotta string you guys up on crosses. You can suffer until you beg us. Oh God. So it's the power difference that you want. It's the smug sense of superiority. This cardboard looks better. I would rather eat the paper this shit is printed on. Look at this cheese. This is not cheese. This is a Kraft single. I mean, which is like 4% cheese. Kraft singles are more plastic than anything else. What are these abominable creations? I don't know, but it's terrible. This one is cheaper, so I'm gonna go with this one because it's cheaper. Hold on, the music stopped. Let's do this one. I'm gonna go with this one because it's cheaper. England. I don't know. Yeah, every single time we see, they just like sprinkle unmelted cheese on stuff, or like just a rectangle. But it's like I feel like England. You know, well, I don't know. I don't know. It's a fine English cheddar, you dolt. I think if there was anything fine about this, it would be the fine you'd have to pay after you force me to eat this. And you like, this is fucking awful. Only the British would commit that crime. Nobody wanted these. 6.4 to 9.9. People saw this and were just like, I would kill myself at the stadium gates. People saw this is not any better. Neither of these things are better. What is this? This is, oh, we've already seen this one. $9.20 for this? At least this is cheaper. This is like what your kid would make for you. If your kid was like mom and or dad and or think about that dog high incredible. This is the saddest amount of pork. It's so depressing. This is so bad. If this was like your kid came up to you and was like, Mom, Dad, I made you lunch, and they gave you this, it would be okay. Okay, fine. It's cute. You know, it's not going to taste bad. It's whatever. But, like, this is a fucking football club in England. What is your excuse? He would be banned from entering the kitchen? No, it'd be the opposite. His ass would be chained to the stove till he learns how to make a fucking vodka penne. You know, if my kid gives this to me, he would be fucking nailed down to the kitchen floor in front of like a stovetop flipping burgers for the next 8 hours. Eat that dog for the price. I think it's the price is the big difference. If somebody tried to give this to me for $10, I would probably pull out a firearm. Allegedly. Yeah, nobody wanted these either. If we had to pick. Welcome in, Incredible. Did I welcome you in? Welcome in. Do we get Spider-Man? Do we get Spider-Man with this? Hold on. Do we get Spider-Man with this one? Because this is an important part. Is he included? Will Spider-Man serve it to me? Then that's fine. Oh, I did. Hello, hi. So we've got our mixed kebab pie. See, $3, good for the price. You know, like doesn't look too bad. I'd have to see the insides, but you know, it looks like it could be good. I don't see the contents, but it looks like it could be good, and it's cheap. Fried banana. Honestly, the presentation is what's getting me with this one. Like if you're telling me like Spider-Man in like a soccer jersey would be walking around hurling fried bananas into the crowd, I would pay more than $1 for this. I would pay. You're not paying for the banana. You're paying for the experience. Who fries fruit? Brazilians, apparently. I mean, fried plantains is good, but like this looks like deep fried. Also, I don't know what this is on the left. Why are they in plastic bags? Anyway, I mean, like this is. See, I'm gonna get this wrong because I'm sold by the presentation of Spider-Man hurling fried bananas into the crowd. Yeah, I knew that was good. I had to go with my gut. I had to go with my heart. I couldn't bend myself to the will of the people. I had to go with my gut, which was Spider-Man. Hit me with another sweet banana right in the mouth. Ooh, these look good. Rox Burger. What is a Rox Burger? With chips and masala sauce, or a buttermilk chicken burger tray. See, I gotta have fucking words with the Europeans, man. This is whatever. Linguistic semantics aside, left looks very good. That fried egg is putting in work. That fried egg is great. Now you're hungry. Yeah, I feel like I always eat before stream, so I'm okay to play this. I feel sorry for anybody who's watching and who hasn't you know, eaten yet. I'm sorry. I'm gonna go with Rox Burger. That fried egg is putting in work. This does not look bad. $11 is kind of pricey, but you get like some chips, you get some kind of like greens, you know. The sandwich looks good. That's like a whole ass chicken, you know, chicken breast kind of deal. Looks pretty good, right? The description of Rox Burger with chips and masala sauce. I think I don't know. I don't know what this is supposed to be. I don't know what a Rox Burger is. I don't know if the chips are like not in the picture, because sometimes that happens. But I'm gonna go with this one. Yeah, this one, that fried egg looks scrumptious. It looks as my ancestors would say, scrumdiddlyumptious, actually. Masala fries and fish and chips. I mean, the hash is a chip. I think that sometimes what it contains can also be off camera. We've seen that a couple times, I think. So I give that one the benefit of the doubt. But I think the hash was part of the burger. That's what I thought. I don't know. Fish and chips, masala fries. My only complaint about these fish and chips is look at that like teeny little piddly amount of like sauce you've got there. That's so I didn't know you were part of the Wonka family. Listen, the day that I'm called an Oompa Loompa by my own chat room is today, apparently. You know, it's not even the first time. Someone mouthed over those fries. Don't use that as a verb like that. Don't, that's not proper. You have to be, you don't, oh, God. The sauce smooch is a bit off-putting. It is. It's like, I feel like, I mean, like, they're both like that. They're both like that if you look at it. Like okay, so this one looks like, you know, it looks like this one looks like somebody did it into the tray before you put the fries down, and this one looks like they looked at you from the seat over and then just blasted you with it. You know, this one there's two different angles here in which we're getting blasted with quote unquote the sauce, right? I'm going to go with, this one is only $4 more, but you get like 2 hunks of chips. I'm sorry, 2 hunks of fish. And that looks like a decent amount of protein. Someone hit both in one shot. True. This might have been like a single culprit. These might have been 2 dudes sitting next to each other, and there was a guy above them in the nosebleeds just cranking one off the balcony, and these poor dudes were just in the splash zone. This might have been 2 friends who were like, they were taking some pictures, and they were just like, man, look at our good food, and then somebody just like hits them from over the railing, and they get these pictures. And it's just like, man, we were taking pictures of our food, now we're taking pictures of like a sexual assault, right? Yeah, that's an appropriate use of that face, Bunny. That's a very appropriate use of that face. I'm gonna go with the fish and chips. And I mean, it's pretty even. I don't think either of them are particularly bad, but that one just has more you get better for the price. Cobb on the tine, sausage, chips, and gravy in a hollowed bread. So it's like a Super Bowl. The big thing that I'm noticing here is $3 for what looks like a decent amount of food. This is steak and chips in a red wine gravy. A crazy food to serve at a stadium. By the way, Birmingham. Deviating a bit from the topic of food, and as long as we stay on edible, you know, that's judgment. As long as we stay on edible, that's a good thing. Right? Is making you laugh so hard. It does look kind of fucked up. It looks like somebody full fist jammed that shit in there. You know, Birmingham City. The H is Birmingham. Is it Birmingham City? I'm sorry, Incredible. I'm sorry to spit on your culture like that. I'm sorry. I apologize. We've got Birmingham City with their steak and chips. I mean, I feel like, again, like $10, you're getting some good amount of food. The red wine gravy, I'm curious. That intrigues me. If I saw, don't listen. And where I'm from, we enunciate, okay? We don't just vomit our words. Ignore the fact that I vomit my words, but everyone else around me enunciates, okay? We don't say Birmingham. We say Birmingham, you know? Those fries look raw. I think they're just kind of wet, maybe, from the gravy. They do look a little bright yellow. They do look a little bit undercooked. That is true. This one kind of appeals to me. Right? Clearly hasn't been to Baltimore. Damn, we really talk like that? We have a Birmingham too, and it's big on the ham. Big on the ham, you know, as any good city should be. I feel like if you can describe a place to me as big on the ham, then you've kind of got me interested, right? If you're like, hey man, this is like city number 8, and they're big on the ham. City like 8 and ham, you know. Probably just dip the chips in the fryer for 5 seconds. Okay, so they are undercooked. Okay, all right. The home of challenge pissing. I'm going to give it to the Cobb on the thyme because this is 1, it's cheap. And 2, look, you got some decent amount of food in here. It looks big. It doesn't look small. You know, this also is not small either, but for $10, unless you get these 2 for $10. But something tells me you only get 1. Do not ham me. Do not ham me. That was a thing that people would do to like ruin your car. I mean, not ham you. They'd take like salami slices and they'd leave it on your windshield overnight. And when you went to take off the salami on your windshield the next morning, it would be like covered, like the grease would be like stained or frozen on and stuff like that. It was awful. Like you'd be able to make like a big salami smiley face across somebody's windshield, and they would take forever to get the grease out of it. It was awful. So do not ham me and or salami me, please. It's in Alabama. Do not be about it. Oh, I'm so okay. All right. Listen. You know, I feel like Alabama kind of got away with one of the more pleasant sounding names of states, right? If you're just like, man, if you tried to sell me like the name of a state like Arkansas, I'd be like, man, that sounds stupid. Alabama, that rolls off the tongue. That rolls off the tongue. That's good. Alabama, man, that's fun to say. That's fun as hell to say. Is it better or worse than burgering the slot? Do not burger my slot. Do not burger my slot, okay? If you burger my slot, you will be fucking in trouble, okay? All right? Drive-by salamying, it happened. Kids in my neighborhood were doing that with craft singles. I saw a video the other day. I forget what the caption was, but it was these dudes driving around the nightclub districts, like hook-shotting slices of like craft singles at like people on the sidewalk. And there was this one of like these dudes, they threw this hook shot of craft singles, and it did this crazy arcing curve and nailed these three women like on the side of the head. And I felt kind of bad, but it is very funny to be seeing three guys driving down the road whipping cheese at people. Hello, Canman. Welcome in, Canman. Hello. Cobb on the Tyne. What a sentence. What I mean, like, look at the food, too. It looks good. It looks good. Do not ham me. Do not ham me either. Someone posted on the neighborhood website about it. Was so mad. I love those things. Those are so good. Those ladies got a free snack. They did not look like the type to appreciate a drive-by cheesing. Also, L Man Opener, Bubby Down. L Man Opener. I'm going to go with this one. See, I disagree. I think the amount of food you're getting for the, unless it's like, I don't know. I disagree with that one. Personally, I think people are, I think I disagree. I think those fries looked undercooked. You didn't get enough food, and it was too expensive for what you were getting. Unless that was like high quality meat, and the sausages and the other thing were really low quality. I don't know. Partake Thistle Women. I mean, shout out women. Can we shout out women in the chat, please? Can we shout out women in the chat? It's never the people who appreciate who get the cheese. The drive-by craft singles of life. They come only to the people who maybe not be the most thankful, right? / shout out woman. Thank you, Canman. Thank you, Canman. Burgers and chips. $21 for this. Look how much fucking pickle is on this. I mean, like, I don't like pickle at all, really, but I can appreciate what it can add to food. It gives this kind of crunch. It's like got like this bitterness to kind of counteract, you know, like sweetness or whatever. It's got like it really has a really strong flavor that can really do a lot for a meal. Acidity, yeah. But I feel like this is too much. Like unless you're like a picklehead, unless you're like pickle goblin, which is fine. But I think for $21, the average person is not looking to pickle goblin. You know, I think that's the case, right? This one looks like it fucks so hard, you're going to be calling it for the next 3 weeks, wondering where it's gone. This thing fucks so hard, you're not going to walk proper the next day. This is the, like, salt and chili chips. This is insane. For $4, the comparison here is just embarrassing. Arsenal, you're slacking. You're getting beaten out by Partick Thistle Women. I mean, we already knew, you know, like women are like +2, right? Women are indeed PogChamp. Putting me in the pickle brine jar, do not brine me. It'd be fucked up if you brined me and I came out as like a much better streamer. All you have to do is you take your streamer and you just brine them for like 4 days, and they'll come out and they'll actually stop being wretched. Look how big those fries are compared to the hand. This is not a small amount of food. Yeah, this is like a lot of food for like $4 compared to like this like over pickled, sad, unmelted cheese on this burger. Fuck off, man. I'm mad. Now I'm kind of mad about it. I'm mad about food. What is this? What is this? You stole an elderly woman's handbag. Dundee United. Burger. You stole this. This is like a fake Armani purse that you fucking gutted to throw on the grill and make this. Mad cause hungry? I'm not hungry. This one okay. This one expensive. Looks good, expensive, but you can't. There's no comparison. There's no comparison in this world where this would win. There's literally nothing. This looks so bad. I'm sorry. Yeah, exactly. It should be less. Should be 0.0%. Boneless jerk chicken. All right, man. What are they doing to these chickens? Double bacon cheeseburger. Again, Tooting and Mitchum, man. Who jerking their chicken at Tooting and Mitchum? You know, who out here? This is again, learn to melt your cheese. $13? This looks well worth the $13. This looks very, very good. Yeah, I would buy this. Yeah, no, I think this one, rice and plantain, this easy pick. All right, how did we do? Oh, 7 out of 10. We would have gotten 8 out of 10 if I hadn't fallen for the Spider-Man. The presentation of Spider-Man, of Brazilian Spider-Man hurling fried bananas at my head was just too much for my tiny, pathetic brain to like ignore, right? Even though I knew I was objectively incorrect in choosing him, I couldn't let it go. I couldn't not do it, you know? Did you guys have any other games you wanted me to do before we played the actual game? Before we do the actual game, did you guys have anything you wanted me to do? We could do. I'm gonna save the. Thank you for the radiation. Oh, don't forget to radiate. Radiate. Don't forget to radiate. A heart stress radio tracer imaging procedure. Thank you for the radiation bot. Heart catheter. Catheter mentioned. Hey-o, baby. Okay, I think if we're done with the chat games, we're gonna switch over to the actual game of the night. We're gonna be doing some. I was playing Half Sword earlier. I'm gonna play Half Sword on Friday. I've been having fun with that. I've been watching Moon play Half Sword, and he has had a lot of fun. And I was playing it a little bit, and it was very, very, very good. The funny ones never pop. You can only. I think yeah, you should change it because I think if you can only do one per day, then I think definitely make it so that the funny ones are a little heavier. What is that face for, Bucket? Did you get your radiation per 4 hours? Yeah, I think you're gonna want to crank those. You're gonna want to crank that soldier boy, as they say. Oh, here, let me put myself up on the ceiling. There we go. And I didn't even show you guys my freakish lower half. The daily dose was spicy. What did you get? It was a day, but that was too long. Melt. Hello, Billy. There's unfortunately still no naked command. Come back tomorrow, or come back on Friday and try it again. Welcome in. Okay. So now this one is, we have some guy who had like a ghost sighting, and he's like trying to find weird fucked up ghosts. Thank you for the clothed command. That one also does not work. Unfortunately, my state of dress cannot be changed by chatters yet. That will change. That will change. You will be able to remove and add articles of clothing to my person within the next couple months. Hint, hint. That is a fun and exciting thing that's going to be coming up soon. Okay, so we have some guy who had a ghost sighting at this haunted house. He's like a ghost hunter guy, and we're trying to figure out how they're being haunted because the ghost of a woman with a gigantic knife who stabs some guy to death is allegedly around. Let's activate Hell Vision. I forgot what I was doing in this game. Oh, that's me. Question mark. The shadows on the ground, it seems to be struggling. Oh yeah, we like our character was in this park at night last night, and then she got like jumped by some kind of wretched spirit, and then And then somebody saved us. I forget what happened. It's a hand reaching out from under the bushes. Look things over. Or think things over. Reaching out, claws ready. Was it reaching out to scratch me? Why you? Oh yeah, because it's like Bloody Mary we're dealing with. That clairvoyance power is so much trouble. Can't wait to stop seeing things. Think things over. If the hand is reaching out from the bush, the ghost must have actually been in the bush. I should look carefully for any traces. I feel like if I was a ghost, the bush is like the last place I would hide. Like, you're a ghost, man. You don't gotta hide in the bush, right? You like, I'm sorry, but like, I don't know, man. If I was a ghost, I'd spend all day being like under the ground, like letting the air out of people's tires or some shit. I would be the most obnoxious ghost in the world. I would be like letting the air out of people's tires. I would be opening all the cabinets in people's houses and not closing them. Like, nothing to hurt people. I mean, like, maybe letting the air out of people's tires might hurt somebody. But like, hold on, I gotta blow my nose. Sorry. Okay. I read once a long time ago. Thank you. Thank you for the blessing, man opener. I read once the poltergeist from Stalker. Exactly. Yes. I read once that a sign of early onset schizophrenia is leaving, or early onset Alzheimer's is leaving is walking into a room and finding all of the cabinet doors open because you opened all the cabinet doors looking for something, forgot that they were open, left the room, and came back, and then you see that they're all open. Allegedly. And then what I did once in college is I left the room after telling my housemate that. He got up, opened every single fucking cabinet in the kitchen, and then sat back down. I walked back in the room. He's sitting on the couch, huffing and puffing and breathing as hard as he can. And he's just like, "Hey man, how's it going?" I'm like, Are you trying to early onset Alzheimer me? I'm gonna end up in the vacuum cleaner? Do not put me in the vacuum cleaner. Man, my poltergeist ass could not be in the vacuum cleaner. You know, I would be going, man, if you put me in the vacuum cleaner, I'm sorry, but I'm gonna make it explode in the middle of your house and dust bunnies are gonna get everywhere. I'm sorry. That's just what we're gonna do. Oh, we already saw this guy. Okay, hell vision off. It was funny. It was so bad. I was like, I told my housemate that because I think I told him that because he left a cabinet open. And then he was like sitting on the couch, like bright red in the face, like trying to you know, like when you're breathing really hard, but you're trying not to show it. That was him. And I was just like, are you trying to Alzheimer's me, motherfucker? Tons of trees and grass. Not many people would want to go further. Follow the tracks. The commitment to the bit. It was funny. It was funny. This was another time when I lived in this with the same guy. He was making a sandwich or something, and I was walking through the kitchen to go to my room, and I turned to him while he was making his food, and I was gonna say, "Hey man, I stuck my dick in that," referring to his sandwich. Instead, what I said was, "Hey man, I stuck your dick in that," referring to his sandwich. And I literally did not stop. I realized what I said, did not stop walking, went into my room, and did not come out for the rest of the night. It was so bad. It was so bad. I was like, man, am I always going to be this stupid? And the answer was yes. Wonder if there's anything on the other side of this forest. Huh, what's this? Check the branches. It was amazing. I was like, hey man, stuck your dick in that, and then just and it was taking. And he told me later his like impression of the event was that he thought that's how I meant to do it because I was completely I like sold it apparently. I was like, hey man, stuck your dick in that, and then I just walk into my room and I don't come back out. And he was like, was that intentional? Was that the bit you were going for? And I was like, no, it wasn't. So bad. Oh man, it was funny. This is easy to miss, but the leaves on the branches are missing here. You know how to pick up somebody? I mean, listen, this is like that. If I was a good wingman, that's what I would say. Can you imagine your friends talking to a girl and you just walk by the two of them talking, lean into the girl and be like, hey, stuck his dick in that, and you point at her and then you walk away? Like, well, like what kind of reaction would that garner? What kind of who would be upset at who? Would your friend be upset? Everybody would probably be mad at me for that comment, but I would probably think that was really funny. It might work. It might be a good pickup line. Unintended comment. It was not really like so. It's just. I get my wires crossed so bad sometimes. Maybe the ghost passed through here. Strange tracks. Wow. Alright, let's talk to the hose. Hello. Oh, it's nice to see you again. Here for a walk too? Hello, Hinata-san. About yesterday. Actually, last night I saw a ghost here. Or rather, the ghost grabbed my leg. No, that woman's ghost I saw? I didn't see it directly, so I can't say for sure. Have you ever seen any ghosts in the park? Well, I've seen her near the apartment before, but not here. Of course not. If you see the ghost, please look out for Miwako Yotsuyu's ghost on your end, too. I will. I think you should stop going around that apartment, too. She's the ghost. She's the ghost. She's this evil, wretched ghost woman. I suppose you have a point. Yes, I hope the streamer in room 104 can find a different apartment. I forgot that the guy we're helping is a streamer, and I was like, what do you mean the streamer? I don't live in room 104, but for a second I was like, what do you mean the streamer? What do you mean the streamer? That's me. I'm the streamer. What do you mean? I'm not looking for a different apartment, but you don't have to say it like that. You know, so you know of Kanoko-san. Vaguely, I saw what happened. I happened upon his video. What a surprise it was. I could see the mirror she was reflected in, too. It really is shocking to hear people summon ghosts. Are you friends with him? You should recommend he moves. Hey, I stuck my dick in that point of friend. You can imagine those looks. Yeah. Hey, man. Stuck my dick in that, and you're just pointing at your buddy who's trying to talk to a girl. I feel like you're going for like the jealousy angle, right? You know, can you imagine like you walk up to like some girl your friend's chatting up, and you say, hey, man, you like that guy? You think he's cool? I fucked him first. Jealous? Yeah, I bet you are. You know, and then to prove your stupid face wrong. Then she'll hook up with your friend, and that just makes you the greatest wingman to ever walk the earth. Do not try any of this, by the way. If you try any of this, it will end in tears. You will get kicked out of a bar, and you will lose friendships. I'm sorry, if you do try it, let me know because it would be funny. I'll tell him the next time the ghost appears. You could. You look like you have no idea. You couldn't handle this hunk of man, right? You could never please him like me. A guy in a relationship becomes more attractive in the eyes of women. Exactly. You know, it's just there's nothing. The Fujos. Exactly. Women like their men a little fruity. You know, and unfortunately for me, I'm more than a little fruity. But hey, you know what can you do, right? But for other guys who are at least just a little bit, you know, you got. Although to be fair, I also don't. I mean, like, well, I feel like Fujos are like covert, right? Like Fujos are stealth actors. You know, they move unbeknownst to the greater population, right? If you go to a bar or a club, you probably have at least like a 10% chance of running into someone who would self-describe as a Fujo, but there's also like an 85% chance of women who just like to see other guys kissing, right? I feel like self-description of Fujo, they're out there. Girls who just like to see other guys kiss, way higher percentage. So you'd have good luck, you know. About the ghost. Have you heard of a female ghost called Bloody Mary, Hinata-san? What is that about? You guys are giving me weird looks. What are these weird looks for? What do you mean? Am I saying something incorrect? Something wrong? Also, I'm dropping crazy frames, but because this game is like we're back now. Because this game is like a graphic novel or a visual novel, it's fine. Bloody, no, that's a first for me. You stand in front of a mirror and call the name Mary 3 times. A mirror and a woman's name. Yes, then the ghost of a woman covered in blood appears, apparently. Is this continuing the conversation from yesterday? Probably not, because I don't remember which conversation you're referencing. Because sorry, I was pulling off a paper towel to, like, blow my nose. I'm sorry to everybody, I didn't realize that I wasn't muted. And I blew my nose in the microphone a little bit. I'm sorry for being gross. I apologize. Mari, have you heard the name before? I told you, remember? The woman's name shouted by the murdered man. Thank you for the blessings, man opener. Thank you for the blessings. Oh, Mary, you're right. You did. The man was rumored to be quite the cheat, but to call the name of your lover right up until your final moments. Yeah, that's kind of crazy style. Observe. The bench looks the same as yesterday. Check behind the bench. brings out the yappening. It certainly does. I just kind of like, I don't know. My problem is that I've said this before, is that when I sit down to stream and I start talking, thank you for the sippy, bunny. Thank you for the sippy. Right on time as ever. Right on time as ever. When I sit down to stream, my brain enters a special kind of like cognitive like stage in which everything that I say is almost entirely like raw train of thought. I don't think about almost anything that comes out of my mouth, which is obvious. But I also don't remember anything that I say. So it's not, it's good and bad. Maybe there's something stuck to the back again. Nope, not this time. L bench. L bench. Alright, let's talk to old man here. Move the car right now. I'm sorry for all the trouble. It's okay. I know it's a bother, but still. What's beyond the forest? There's a forest in the back of the park. Is there anything beyond that? Yeah, before you can pass through to the other side. But there's a hospital. Pass through to the other side? Like a ghost? Whoa. But there's a hospital around the back, and patients would sneak out at night and do whatever they want here, smoking and drinking. Oh, is this like an escaped hospital patient? Hello? There you have some patients feeling down from their illnesses. We closed up that back exit to avoid unwanted trouble. Am I severed? What does this mean? Severed? Severed how? Am I removed from this plane of existence? Am I a lost soul wandering the world? I don't know. Unless you mean, do I watch the TV show Severance? I don't know. I think both are valid options. Or unless you mean I've disconnected. Have I disconnected? I don't know. Seems good. Oh, am I watching the TV show Severance? No. I am not. I don't know anything about it. I only know the name. I've heard the name, but everything else, like, it's weird because, like, a lot of shows you'll see pictures from, you'll see, like, memes of, like, images of the characters. I haven't seen any image of any character from that show or any, like, reference to it outside of, like, the name of the show. You need to watch Severance. That's all I know about it, is people telling me to watch it and then using the name. I don't know, like, I've never seen anything about it. Severance popular with women? Again, I don't know. I'm clueless. Not a spoiler. Want to know what severed means? Yes, I do. I do want to know what severed means. Just dead end now. No way through. Disappeared ghost. I don't know. I'm just not like I'm not like a show person. I don't have the mental capacity to sit down and then not speak out loud for like 20-25 minutes at a clip, you know. I have to be asleep or like playing something to not speak frequently enough. About yesterday. Actually, a woman's ghost grabbed my leg here last night. Would you happen to see anything? A woman's ghost, you said. I think you have the wrong idea. No one really visits this park late at night. You split your brain into two personas, one for work, one for normal life. Neither have any knowledge of the others aside from that they exist. The streamer brain. Yeah, that is kind of streamer brain. That is kind of streamer brain. I feel like it's like, it's kind of hard. It's like so before I started streaming, I was really guilty of being like, why are streamers so bad at video games? And now I know. Now I know Severance, but for snails. That's fucked up to do to the snails. The worst part about Severance, Fizzbuzz, welcome in. Did I say welcome in, Fizzbuzz? Welcome in. The worst part about Severance is that implies that the snails now have jobs. The snails now have to go to work because they're severed, because now they have a snail work brain and a snail or normal life brain. That's fucked up. They've got they've got snapitalism, snail capitalism. It's new to sneeze. Oh my god, they've got snapitalism. You're trying to tell me that that's a good thing? Snobs. It's awful. It's awful. I'm snobbing. I'm snobbing so hard. Oh, boo-hoo. Boo-hoo. Snanks. Oh. Are we snail themed? Snail jobs? I thought you meant snail sobs. I was like, I'm snobbing. I'm sobbing. Snail jobs? Oh, man. We've all got snobs under snapitalism. See, now it just sounds like I'm like just talking like a baby. You have to have a show that you can yap during. That would have to be, that would have to be a show I've already seen. I don't know. Man, do you know what we watched we had movie night on Sunday, and do you know what we watched? We watched Freddy Got Fingered. You know, we watched Freddy Got Fingered, which was an insane movie. The fact of the matter is, Freddy doesn't even get fingered during the movie. First off, you know, Snalfon could be my new VTuber persona. Snalfon. I mean, I do have like the wiggly eye bits from a tentacle for like the snail eye stalks, but I feel like I'm too fast. I'm too speedy. I'd be the fastest. I'd be the fastest snootuber this side of the West. You know, I don't think it would work. It would be cute though. I have a little shell on my back. That would be so cute. So we watched Freddy Got Fingered. Freddy doesn't even get fingered in the movie, which was a letdown. Number one. Number two, you don't expect. I'm just gonna say it out loud. You don't expect a movie to have a horse cock scene. This one had two. This one had two. Like one is enough. Like one is more than enough. Zero is enough. Zero horse cock scenes in a movie is great. Is perfect number, in my opinion. Perfect number of horse cock scenes in any movie is 0. Freddy Got Fingered has 2. Like, are you kidding? Are you kidding me? This movie made like $200. This movie, the gross. So this movie cost like $14 million to make. It made like $14 million and $200. They bought everybody a pizza after this movie. I was so mad. Sounds like a good time. It was an extremely funny movie, but it was a normal movie up until the scene where the main character is driving past a farm. He jumps out of his car, runs over to where 2 horses are about to bang, and he grabs the horse stick and starts flinging it around. Like, and they just show the whole thing on camera, and it's like, it was a normal movie until then, and then it goes completely off the rails. The movie ends and they're in Pakistan. They made this in like 2001. 9/11 happened that year. As if it wasn't enough. As if it wasn't enough that we had 9/11, they also released this fucking movie. Like, what? Somebody, I feel like we haven't we've killed Bin Laden, but I don't think we got the guy. I don't think we got Tom Green. You know, I think we gotta bring this guy to The Hague. I get it. I'm like 20 years, like 25 years late on this thing or fucking whatever. 24 years, I think. But I don't know how people don't want justice. You're upset? I was upset too. It was a funny movie. Once like I got past the original like shock of horse dicks, you know, that was fine, right? But it was just I feel like the American people deserve better. I'm playing a video game. It's not safe for a young girl like you to be here alone. Oh, but how should I put this? There's a hospital behind the park. Some patients slip out at night and come here. They're here to smoke and drink and whatnot. Anyway, what you saw wasn't a ghost. Is that clear? Okay. So good we watched it twice. Yeah. Speaking of, Kogarin and Lala Amanita and Kogarin VT, two friends of the channel, were also watching for movie night, but they both arrived late. Lala arrived in like the last third, and Kogo came in shortly after the first scene, which I was yelling about. And they were like, and I was like, okay, you know, like that's the end of the movie. I'll see you guys later. And they were like, wait, like, well, we didn't see the whole movie. I want to go back and watch it from the beginning. And I was like, you want me to play Freddy Got Fingered, 2 horse cock scenes in this movie again? And they were like, yes. And I was like, huh? Hello? Not even my request. These are two like, so nice. We watched it twice. Why is he upset all of a sudden? I don't know. This guy had to watch Freddy Got Fingered. Have you ever seen The Ghost? Excuse me, have any ghosts been seen in this park? Don't know what you saw, but I've never seen any, that's for sure. Oh, what are you on? Oh, stretchy. Okay. Rumors are going around lately, but ghosts just don't exist. I see, sorry for bothering you. Ghost doesn't appear in park. Why are we still here? I was hoping to gather as many clues as possible before Kinoko-san's ritual, but but I haven't really found much. What am I gonna do? Unless I do something fast. Whoa, scared me. I love the face she makes when this happens. It's from the director. Hello, Mr. Aura Farmer himself. Mrs. Ami, how's it going? Good evening and good timing. Obligatory big stretch, big stretch, big stretch. Whenever Bubby does a big stretch, like honestly, whenever any pet or animal does a big stretch, you gotta say it, right? You gotta say big stretch. Whenever an animal does a big stretch, like, ooh, big stretch, ooh, big stretch. You know, like free-thinking individuals, so-called free thinkers, when their pet does a big stretch and they say big stretch, you know? So mad about watching it twice. I got so mad I fucking kicked my router, my connection jumped. Thing is, a ghost grabbed my leg and you're wondering the following. Isn't Bloody Mary stalking me and not... Excuse me. And not Kinoko Tanihara? Correct? Yes. How did you know? As always, you do that to the dogs of volunteering? Hell yeah. I do that to Bubby all the time. But I do, it's so cute because they know that that's what you're talking about. They do a big stretch and you say it and then they look at you like, huh? What? Me? Do a big stretch? Me? Of course you. You do the big stretch, of course. Of course. My power of vision tells me all. What should I do? I'm looking forward to the exorcism ritual. Does Bloody Mary's curse work as rumored too? Will Kanoko-san's amateur exorcism work? And can Mrs. Ami discover the truth behind this complex anomaly? Motherfucker, this is not a TV show. People are stalking me in the woods. You get to see your sister's dogs this weekend? The long dogs. I keep forgetting exactly which kind of dogs they are. Are they... I always want to say whippets. I love the word whippets because whippets are not only a kind of dog, but also an inhalant that you can, like, you know, get super high on and pass out. Whippets? Okay, yeah. Does Bubby get the zoomies when you baby talk? She does. Bubby will get the zoomies if you stand perfectly still and just kind of, like, look around the room a little bit. She'll start freaking out. She'll just be like, wow, you're here in the same room as me. This is so good. Why don't we celebrate? And she'll start running around like a little psychopath. She's very fun. She's still a baby. She's only like 3 or 4. She's a good dog. They're so silly. They look so cute. I think I've also said this about whippets is they look like you threaten them with a firearm pretty much every day of their life. Which even though they may not have any sort of like they're just animals that look upset. You know, I love them. I think they're so cute. Can Mrs. Ami discover the truth behind the complex anomaly? Did you call just to tell me that? I might be about to die, you know. It's fine. You will not die, Mrs. Ami. That would be bad for our ratings. Until that day, I won't let you. Huh? What do you mean? They look concerned all the time. They look like you told them their 401k just took a hit, right? You know, which right now in this economy mentioned, by the way, in this economy, you know, a lot of people are looking like whippets, right? A lot of people are looking like Whippets the dog and looking like they want to do Whippets the drug. Anybody want to hit that galaxy gas? Kinoko-san, we really need to do the ritual. Bloody Mary will kill me if we don't. I don't want to die, please. Yeah, my connection's kind of fucky tonight. I'm sorry, guys. You looked at mine. I wasn't going to retire anyways. Yeah, I try not to look. Huh, no one here? Kinoko-san. She's kind of hot. She's kind of cute. If it wasn't for her, like, I don't know, I kind of like her gigantic bulging eyes. And she's trying to give us a hug. Look, she wants to give us a little smooch. No, I have a pension. Yeah, I've had one for a long time. I set it up when I was like young. I think by the time I turned 21, I set it up. And I just put money into it every 2 weeks since I started it. So it's good. But I mean, you know, we know where it's going, right? No, yeah, that's how it feels. Hiya! Flying van driver kick. Ooh, it was Kinoko-san. That's so good. You used to have state pensions? Oh no, mine's a private. Mine's private. Mine's with a private investment firm. I loved her flying fucking kick. Ow. Kinoko-san, what are you doing? Oh shit, fuck. Kinoko-san save. No, that was Jasmine. Jasmine saved us. Kinoko-san was the ghost. Ryder kicked. You fucking blasted his ass. That was so good. Oh, no. Code red. Not good. Gotta stop the stream. Halt. Desist. Huh? Hey, Shroom Balls. What the hell? True. Good name. Got his ass. Are you behind this all? Then you're the one who set up that attack on Zammy at the park. That's it. Come taste karma. She's gonna beat his ass. Jasmine's gonna fucking whoop this dude. The stream might still be on, too. He went way past the line there. Shroom Balls. Yeah. You know, that's, there's a mushroom boyfriend joke in there somewhere. We're not here as Shroomhead stagehands. This isn't enough. Forget the ritual. Use some trick with the mirror and make people think they saw a ghost. Kinoko-san? Please leave. Just go. Leave. Ah! Brother, you just tried to jump me as a fucking ghost. Alright, man. I'll see you later, you loser. Thank you for yesterday. I owe Shroom Pants at least one more up the jaw. You showed some great restraint back there. She did drop kick him at like 50 miles an hour, so I feel like she did restraint. Maybe not so much. At least she didn't go back for a second round. Kinoko-san said something about using a trick on the mirror next time. Man, just thinking about it pisses me off. I'm sorry, I keep yawning, guys. I'm sorry. And all that happened on the stream last night. Socials must be a mess right now. Rawr, that fungus brain. True. Man. Do you know, I saw somebody said earlier, you guys know about that fungus that, like, takes over the brains of the nervous system of ants and forces them up to the highest point they can find so that when they die, the spores will get caught on the wind and kind of fly away. I saw somebody with the theory Jasmine can have another hit as a treat. I think we should let Jasmine beat people to death more often. I saw someone with a theory that like, you know those cave divers who go into like those caves named like Satan's explosive ass crack with like a survival rate of 0. 800 people have gone in there and no one's ever come out. They haven't even found the bones. And cave divers with like a family of 4, 2 kids, you know, like they're a beloved parent and a loving wife, right? And they see the name of this cave, they're like, wow, this is exactly what I want to do. And they go right in there. I saw somebody was like, what if like these cave diver dudes have like some kind of weird like fungus mushroom in their brain that's drive them to go down to the center of the earth, you know, to get as deep as they can and then dive in some godforsaken wretched cave system, just like the fungus that those ants have that like compels them to go as high as possible. I thought that was an interesting concept, and I choose to believe that that's how that works. Because you can't tell me there's any, like, I find it hard to believe, like, some other regular, like, well-respected human being would see cave named, like, 8,000 dude death cave, and be like, that seems like a place I want to spend my time. Hello, Kogo. Reliable family man of 2.5 children, a loving life, and beautiful dog when he sees a cave called Devil's Ass Crack. Exactly. Mystery Flesh Pit is calling. Oh man, tell your mom to leave a message. I'll get back to her. I'm sorry, that was really fucking mean. That was so mean. I'm sorry. You didn't deserve that, Ina. I'm sorry. But Mystery Flesh Pit is crazy because you know, if you guys know Mystery Flesh Pit National Park, that's it. I'm so sorry. Mystery Flesh Pit National Park is like a bit. I like it like an illustration, and you know, like people don't regularly die trying to fuck geysers, but I feel like that would be one of the few exceptions, right? You know, that would be like you know, like they'd have to have signs, right? They'd have to have signs. Please don't try to fuck the Mystery Flesh Pit. No, don't chew on my head tentacles. I need those to see into the future. No, yeah, I'm gonna have bite marks for weeks. favorite vacation spot right there, you know they have to have signs, right? They gotta have signs, right? Where it's like, you know, it's like, please don't feed the wildlife, you know, please stay on the path, please don't fuck the national park flesh pit, right? Like, they, you know, it's out there. Do not chew, if I'm gonna have to go to work and I'm gonna have big bite marks all over my tentacles. Do not chew them. Good or bad, people are gonna react for sure, to say the least. But that means we might find some new clues. You really think we need more data? We were asked to prove that ghosts are real. Our answer, they don't exist. It was all set up by Kanoko. What if it likes it? The flesh pit is so fuckable. Do you think can the flesh pit give consent? Keep our parks clean. Yeah, keep our parks rated PG too. What if it swallows? I mean, that's probably the problem, right? That's probably the issue. The flesh pit swallows, and you're just not ready for exactly how much it's gonna swallow off of you, right? You know, lovingly caress the flesh pit. Flesh pits need love too. Is it sentient? I don't know. I don't know enough about Flesh Pit National Park lore to really classify whether it's sentient. I don't think it's ever specified. I think it's left ambiguous on purpose because it's like, you're meant to wonder whether it's what kind of like giant superorganism it is the orifice of. But you think so? Kogo thinks that the flesh pit consents. You know, I feel like that's my question, right? But I don't know, man. When you get sucked off by the mystery flesh pit, it will suck you off, like off the face of the earth, right? You will not be coming back after that one. You will be coming, and you will also not be coming back. This is what's happening here. They don't exist. It was all set up by Kanoko. We poked Kanoko to pay up in full, and it's case closed. Well, actually, I feel like we still have some loose ends. I don't know what exactly they are, though. Ha, that's the spirit. I'm just the driver. Investigation's up to you, Zammy. Worth? It's definitely why they have the signs. Maybe that's the problem. Maybe the flesh pit consents, but the population is just dropping rapidly. You know, they can't have any male park rangers in that park. They can't have any. You know, it's like 100% fatality rate. That's why they've got those signs up. Don't fuck the flesh pit, because it is not only is it excited as you are, it is more excited and you will die. Devises 50 Shades of Grey, Daddy Dom flesh pit kitten situation subcontract. All right, that's our first pin of the stream. That's a good one. That's a good one. All right. Cursed, incredibly wretched. I'll look into the viewer reactions to Kanoko-san's video. And rumors about the ghost. Okay. Proof, lol, what an idiot. This looks bad. Haha, worth the laugh if you ask me. She's so cute, I love her. Quite a bit of talk going on, so time to use your glasses. And look up posts about Kanoko's setup. You're right, I'll check and recheck everything. Setup busted. Photo proof if the setup is lit. If this goes viral, he'll never outlive it. Where's the apology video? Part of being an accident property, the murder-suicide. No, that's true. The murder-suicide is real. We would never lie about a murder-suicide. What simpletons. You see girls who just accept everything they say. I'm surprised those two took on the job as hoax assistants. I bet they look down on people who watch vids like these. Trash personalities. They're mad at us, chat. The occult industry goes down the drain. Calling them cute. Have no taste. Enjoy not being picky. L. Our girls are cute. Let's see. You just know she's freaky. The flesh pit? I mean, hey, you know. I knew no-name streamers could make it on looks alone. You're telling me, brother. I'm gonna be the most beautiful streamer on Twitch. Let's see. Do we need to look at this one? Maybe some of the info I collected earlier is wrong. Take it easy. Setup busters. The rumor train's already on the move. These things go viral in no time. Partly due to all the posters getting all excited. Even trying to meme everything. Any chance they get. Okay, let's use our hell vision. I like how we can put on our hell vision for the internet, and all we get is, everything looks the same. Only some of these letters are different color. Quite a bit of attention here. They're picking up on this hashtag. Reading posts, searching for keywords. Gotta wonder how many others are out there doing the same. Search keywords, setup busters. Wow. Results found. Let's see, what do we got? Make sure the photo sticks around for the next generation. What good would it do to keep this for future generations? This is what some people consider their goal in life. Kinoko had it coming, though. Someone already made it a meme. Breaking news, Kinoko Tanihara is cancelled. His days as a ghost-watching streamer are over. Kinoko, live on as a comedian. When Kinoko's stream went viral, Dark Spec News picked it up. There it is again, Dark Spec News. Now there's a lead to follow. Hell, I like how we have to use our hell vision to realize we have to Google stuff too. We just like put on these special glasses so you can realize that you need to type this shit into Google, girl. Please do. She's a Google gamer. She's a bit of a Google gamer. Dark Spec News. Let's see. Results found. Wow. Dark Spec News is on the case. Curious findings in the photo that exposed Kinoko Tanihara's setup stream. This part in particular has people riled up. You could almost call it a fan meet. Except proven. Find more in the article. Google's filled with dark magic. Google is God. Remember when Google used to have in their in their company statement, "Don't be evil," and then they just removed it, like people wouldn't notice. Like literally, when your company's mission statement includes the words "Don't be evil," there's no way to change that without people being like, "Hold on now, hold on now. Let's talk. Why? Where's that going? Why are you removing that? Let's have a conversation here, Google. Why are we deciding to? Why are we moving to being morally ambiguous is okay? You know, they went from don't be evil to moral ambiguity is fine if you get paid by the United States government. And then very quickly after that, they went into, hey guys, consider letting AI run your entire fucking life. Start the company with be evil as the motto. That's what I did. You know, when I started as a streamer, I was like, listen guys, I'm literally a demon from like the cracks in between like time space. You know, I'm a demon spawn. You literally like it does. I'm sorry, you're getting what you're starting with, right? Who am I? Certainly not. Next question. Then you can remove it later for brownie points. True. When you, what you do is you start an oil company and you say, guys, we're gonna be evil oil company. And then as time goes on and you're ridiculously profitable, you remove be evil and you say, hey guys, we're a morally upright oil company as you plunder the earth for resources. You're mad and upset at work? What happened? What happened? Making a joke about that kid going, wait a minute. Oh, wait a minute. Who the fuck are you? Once a faker, always a faker. Ooh, what is this? Ooh. Oh, look at our cute little self. What? We didn't notice, but there's definitely something there. That's just an escaped hospital patient. Found a clue. Something filmed and set up. Okay. Talk about a female ghost. Isn't there that baby one? Hey, talk about the one where you attacked by the woman in the mirror if you don't give back her baby, baby blue. Maybe it's related. At the very least, it's clear they're not family. Hell vision. Tell me a secret. Letters aren't floating everywhere. It's not that important. Our company is doing stupid and tone-deaf shit. My section boss is leaving. You really like working with her? Oh, man. That's the thing is, like, you can work a really shitty job, but if your boss and your coworkers are really good, it can be fine, right? Like, I've had cushier, easier jobs than my current job, but it's like the people that I worked with and the supervisors were so lame and awful and the admin sucked, and I was just like, I'm sorry, this work is easy and it pays fine, but I just can't handle these people anymore, and I left. And now my work is harder, but the people are better and I prefer it. Just how many variations could there possibly be? I told you already, lots. Can we search this? No, we can't. Should we? Oh, we don't need to eyeball this one. No floaty words. I know you're here somewhere. Nope, just a judge. Maybe go look elsewhere. Seriously? No, no way. That can't be true. Should we search both of these? No results. Okay. Keyword for info on the ghost. What about this one? He even filmed us in the mirror without saying it. True. Also, when you summon ghosts, some get mad if you don't dismiss them properly. There's also a lot of other shit, but you were afraid. Oddly enough, you still like what you do. I think that's kind of the bad part, right? You know, it's like if you have like a team of people who are, like, have a passion for their work too, it's so easy to exploit those people. It's so easy. Companies do it all the time because they know that those people know that they like what they do. They know that they're probably kind of lucky to be able to have a job that lets them do what they like to do, and they don't want to have to leave because nobody likes looking for jobs. So if companies know all those things and they're already an unscrupulous group, like, they'll take advantage of that, and it's really, really scummy. It's really, really bad. I hate it. Info on the ghost. Let's see. Do we have anything here? No, not over here. Like, yours been cutting hours but still doesn't go and letting us thieves get away with shit. That's also my favorite, where they're just like, hey, I know we pay you like 15 bucks an hour to like do backbreaking labor, but why don't you jump in front of the man with the knife while he's stealing like $8 worth of garbage? And it's like, I'm sorry, no amount of product is ever going to be worth me putting myself in harm's way for anything. There is literally no purchasable object on this earth that is worth my safety as a human being. You know, and doubly so, you know, unless you're, I'll be like, hey man, I'll give you $1 million to go do a running slide tackle on that dude who stole a pair of jeans. Then you could convince me. But unless you're like offering me exorbitant amounts of money, it's never worth it. You know, it's just not worth it, right? Find out more of the full article. Huh? They grab your attention with the clickbait. Let's see. First and second streams. It's not easy to find proof it wasn't a setup. Where did you expect to find evidence of it? I'm surprised that none of these are jiggly. The mayor's name is Bloody Mary. Maybe it's related. Or at least it's clear they're not family. I think it's weird we can't look up Baby Blue. Let's see. We already got Dark Spec News. In your case, you're not exploited in some other stuff. Yeah, I mean, yeah, it's still like people like companies will take advantage of knowing that people have a passion for their work, and they'll use it as like whether they're consciously doing it or not, they'll do it to people to like kind of manipulate them and make it so that like they'll put up with bullshit even that they shouldn't have to. They have a point. A lot of opinions get buried in the crowd often. People involved in the incident. Who exactly, I wonder? Maybe we'll find out if we keep searching. Let's see. People involved in the incident. There's a reaction of people involved in the incident. I'll give it a search. Good idea. Look into that. Okay. People involved in the incident. Switch. Results. Wow. I wonder what the victims or families involved with the murder-suicide of Meki Flats think of Kanoko's stream. We also got involved and ended up getting filmed. Aren't they just talking about the mess from Kanoko's ritual? I bet it's this mob that dug up the story. Dark Spec News reports a murder-suicide case in Umekicho. Rumored ties with the ghost of the dead woman. You'd love to talk about it? Yeah, no, don't. Yeah, no, I would recommend not airing out your work grievances in a public Twitch chat, as much as I would love to commiserate. They tell us not to risk yourselves for items, or always be talking to people while trying to fix items and sorting them. It's weird. It's I don't know. There's a lot of people, a lot of management doesn't know how to manage and doesn't know how to like. A big issue with management is like, one, trying to micromanage people, and two, trying to like show like, oh, like, because middle management doesn't have anything to show. They don't have numbers. They can't say we sold X amount of product, we did this, we did Y. It's just like they just have to make themselves look useful, and like I spoke to XYZ workers and we did this and that, and it's like it's stupid. You'll stop. No. It's more that I don't want anybody to talk about anything that could be personal information of themselves. Because there's always the risk of talking about your job or your life, and I always encourage people to be careful about how much information they tell people. Even me, like, you know, I mean well. I'm not going to use anybody's personal information. against them. Obviously, that's not what I would want to do. I don't care about your personal information. Like, it's just like you can tell me your home address and your full name, and I would be like, thumbs up, and I'd forget about it 20 minutes later. But you know, it's just I like to advocate for people to be safe with their own information, even though I might not do it sometimes. Let's see. I feel like I've seen this photo somewhere before. Well, I haven't. Imagining things? No, I definitely remember seeing it. Where was it again? No. Book. Where have we seen that? True or setup? People. No. Learn about the Umekicho apartment murder suicide thrust in the spotlight by popular Ghost Watch PII mode. Exactly. Are there even any people involved left from that incident? People involved in family and friends? Yeah, hard to call them accomplices when it's a murder-suicide. I mean, we'll leave that where it is. So that she stabbed the cheating trash common law hubby with a kitchen knife and slit her own throat. They do say hell has no fury like a woman scorned. Yeah, you be nice to girls. Otherwise, they will, you know... you may or may not deserve to get brutally murdered via kitchen implements. A mentally unstable woman lost and stabbed her boss to death over an affair, right? My home is 42 Wallaby Way, Sydney. God, do I have the clownfish for you? Do I have the father-son story of the year, Ina, for you? You, Kogerin, do not speak. You do not talk. Don't start. No, that's not it. They weren't even married, but she stabbed the trash guy for cheating. The guy was so horrible, it must have driven her mad. That's a lot of regret, and I was surprised she turned into a ghost. Even this was set up by Kanoko, maybe the ghost itself is real. I thought she used a huge pair of 1 meter long scissors to kill him. Is there no official information? Is the ghost Miwako Yotsuya? There's an article about her dad. So the guy's daughter was the mental case that stabbed a dirtbag and then killed herself. His father. That one was about being nice to beautiful, cute girls. Oh, I see. Okay, alright. Yes, you should be nice to beautiful, cute girls, such as every male friend ever. You know, even the boys, even Taibishi and Justilence and Judgment. They're beautiful, cute girls too. Okay, me? Am I a beautiful, cute girl? I'm a beautiful, cute boy. Actually, I'm beautiful and cute, but for purposes for establishing character reasons, I do have to come out and say that I am in fact male. Are you a cute girl, man opener? You are a beautiful, cute lady. You man opener, I will take you to a French restaurant and I will watch you eat all of the breadsticks on the table, burp loudly, and then I'll sigh like, wow, dreamy, and little birds will fly over my head. And then you hit me with a brick. They did an article on it, her father. You think there's more to this case than we realize, Sammy? Well, yeah. Guess it's time to use my special methods and see if he can tell us anything. Special methods? Nothing fancy. As long as he's still alive, we can talk to him. We're gonna special method. We're gonna drive to this motherfucker's house. Hold on, what exactly is going on here? Can't believe the ghost was in yesterday's stream too. That means not all of this is Kanoko setup? That would have to be the case. That reminds me. You know what? I've never been to a proper French restaurant. You miss Niche Penguin and Niche Penguin Robot? Where has Niche Penguin been? They've kind of been AWOL. I've noticed this as well. Does Taro work? Oh, Taro doesn't work. Have they been gone long enough where Taro doesn't work? That kind of breaks my heart. The director mentioned that. The case is far from over. They got married? Wait, what? They got married? And they just vanished? A French restaurant? It's like you don't even know me. Well, that's exactly what a beautiful woman would say to me when I'm busy watching her stuff her face with breadsticks, you know? It's like you don't even know me. Like a few weeks ago, I thought, oh, maybe they're just on a honeymoon or something. A long honeymoon, I don't know. Good for them, though. Olive Garden? I mean, can you handle Olive Garden? You're an Applebee's girl. I would take you to Applebee's for the $2.50 for the $2.50 apple martinis. I would get wasted and then ask you to pick up the check. With zero follow-up, huh? Dude owes us a contingency plan. You're right, no follow-up at all. Our communication is basically just a monologue. Oh yes, also, About Miwako Yotsu's father. The ghost father? Yeah, it might lead to some real talk. I'll work on that end, then. You know where to look? Yeah, more or less. Then I appreciate your help searching for the ghost father. The father of the ghost. Coco bursts into flame, entering her a fine place like Olive Garden. She's not even allowed out of state lines, so they'll have to make an Olive Garden in her tri-state area for her to walk into and then explode. A call from the director. How is it going? Director-san. We had a whole lot going on, you know. We encountered the ghost at Kanoko-san's place, but it turned out to be Kanoko-san himself. I've met my quota for ghost stories already. You get the chicken nuggets there. I'll leave that where it is because I'm being nice to you today. You're cultured. You are cultured like a mold sample is cultured. You are cultured like something you'd find in a petri dish at a lab. That's the kind of cultured you are. Do they actually sell nuggets? They probably sell like chicken strips in like a kid's menu. I met my quota for ghost stories already. But did the ghost appear? The ghost did appear at the apartment yesterday, didn't it? Yes, it did. It was a setup, but it wasn't all a setup. Mrs. Ami, the Bloody Mary issue hasn't been resolved yet. We still have people in danger of losing their lives. You mean really? From here on, the key to this case is whether you can determine the true nature of this actual ghost. Separate the setup part as unnecessary information, and look into the true nature of the ghost. Did you do the maze on the Olive Garden kids menu? I actually make my own maze by drawing on the table mat. I draw a big maze on the table mat, and then I yank the whole table around for my dinner partner to solve it, and it's fun. We all clap and cheer. And look into the true nature of the ghost. Could that be about those new rumors? About the ghost father? It's one of the elements. It's up to you, Mrs. Ami, whether or not you can solve this case with no casualties. Brother, you cannot be like, hey man, if people die, it's on you. If people die, it's because of you. It's fucked up, dog. Hell vision. Is it true about the unlimited possible in Olive Garden? As far as I'm aware, I've actually never been to Olive Garden in memory. I might have gone when I was very little, but I've never been to Olive Garden as an adult or a teenager even. Breadsticks, I think it's unlimited breadsticks, and they might, I don't know. I don't remember if they had a pasta thing. You do the IRL maze under the restaurant that leads to endless shrimp. My friend, that is called breaking and entering the city sewer system. Actually, that is called crawling through the sewer pipes until you're spit out into the Atlantic Ocean, my friend. This is us from yesterday. I wonder where I'd be if Jasmine wasn't there to save me. Any other hell dimension? No. Hello. Hello. The ghost is still here. The shadow is the one which filmed in the stream. I'm sure of it. So do ghosts actually exist? Hello, you disgusting woman. Let's see. Alright, you bitch ass motherfucker. Were you okay last night? Of course I wasn't. You have some nerve showing up today after what you did. Motherfucker, you jumped me. You jumped me, motherfucker. We start cultivating sewer shrimp. That's gonna be, listen, man. That's gonna be my 2-year anniversary. We're gonna do a full body cam stream, where I'm gonna have full body tracking as I traverse through the sewers underneath New York, fishing for the greatest shrimp you can find, the New York shrimp, baby. And what it is, it's just rats that have like grown some extra legs in a shell. It's gonna be good. My neck still hurts. Breathe in, breathe out. About yesterday. So about yesterday. Some nerve you have, out with it. Last night you were planning to stream the setup. Where you tagged me while pretending to be the ghost, correct? I was, and that Jasmine chick turns up uninvited and Buzz kills everything just like that. Accepts promises. Judgment? That is like... That is not... I promise other stuff. Can I promise other things? I also, maybe, the fish corpos fear the bathtub carp farmer. Oh man. Oh man. You know, the Big Poultry fears the indoor chicken farmer. No, all right, we're honor bound. We're honor bound to judgment to full body New York sewer system spelunk on our 2-year anniversary. That's the plot to Mario. Perfect. I'll put on the Mario costume. Can you imagine if that's what, like, you know, I haven't seen Evangelion, but I do know the line of, like, you know, get in the robot, Shinji, get in the robot, or we're gonna make other girl do it again. What if it was like, put on the Mario costume and go into the city sewers, or we're gonna make Judgment put it back on, and they like pans over to Judgment and he's like missing like 3 limbs. He's actively fighting a rat that's like gotten into the hospital room. You know, he's like, the rats gave him like they drew a dick on his forehead and like pen and shit like that. It's like, we're gonna make a Judgment put the Mario costume back on if you don't do it, Malphon. And I'm like, oh, please, I'll do it. I'll go into the sewer system. We could do the rebuild series for movie night. That is true. We could do that. I think this movie night we're gonna be doing. What was it? What are we doing? I had something here. We're doing but Willy's Wonderland. We're gonna watch a double feature. It's gonna be Willy's Wonderland into Jesus Christ Superstar for Easter, and Buzz Kills Everything just like that. The park incident too. Also, when you grabbed my leg the other day on the park across the road, yeah, I hid in the bushes to scare you, rushed to your rescue. I was filming that, you know. Kind of a freak, dog. About the ghost not at the park. Was the ghost standing behind Jasmine you as well? That wasn't me, and the first one that showed up on the stream wasn't me either. Maybe not one night. I think all 4 is like 6 hours. Yeah, that would be that would definitely, we'd split that one up. I mean, like, maybe it would that would maybe replace like that would maybe, I don't know, I want to say that would replace the stream, but it might be like we'll see how we do it. Religious masterpieces. Yeah, I think Jesus Christ Superstar is honestly as like as pious as you can get. I may as well be the Pope playing Jesus Christ Superstar for my VTuber Discord, you know, on Easter. That wasn't me. The first one that showed up on the stream wasn't me either. I was summoning with everything I got. Why won't she appear? Mary! Whoa! Hello, Shrimpy Bimpy. Thank you for the resub. Hello, hi. Finally done with class. Hello, hi. Thank you for the resub. We got a lot of Is today? Did everybody sub on the same day, or did everybody just happen to show up and it just renewed on the same day? That's crazy. That's like 5 resubs on the same day. That's funky. That's crazy. Thank you for the resub, Shrimpy Bimpy. No, you meant Willy? Oh, I see. We've got a Church of the Latter-day Willies in the chat. You know, Matt, you're what's it called? A Willy's Witness. You know. I did see an image once of Jehovah's Witnesses, and the dude was like, I told these Jehovah's Witnesses that I'd convert if they played ball with me, and apparently the Jehovah's Witnesses completely fucking dunked on this dude and he had to convert. I felt kind of bad, but it was very funny to imagine a Jehovah's Witness slam dunking on some poor motherfucker. Huh? What? Huh? I thought that was Kinoko-san, but you're here, which means, what are you babbling about anyway? The ghost just showed up in the mirror just now. Didn't you see her? Come on, not again. I give up. It's you. It's definitely you. You're the one who's been haunted by the ghost. Congratulations. Jeez. I'm the one who's haunted? Ah. Heat on socials. The comments are pretty toxic from yesterday's stream. You both messed me up. Totally. Though the views are going up and up. That I appreciate. Lol, owned. You gotta join a lame cult where you get no birthdays. That's like the worst thing. Honestly, I can forgive like donating all your money towards the cult leader, but the fact that you don't even get your own birthday, is the biggest L possible, right? Like, that's your day. You were born that day. Honestly, birthdays and names are 2 of my favorite cultural traditions. I mean, tradition, quote unquote, are 2 of my favorite cultural phenomena, because like, birthdays are great because, hold on, I gotta blow my nose. Birthdays are great because everybody gets a day, which is really cool. Thank you for the blessing, man opener. Thank you. Mwah. Birthdays are great because everybody gets a day. You get your own day. It's your day. It's for you. You know, it's perfect. And names are cool too because everybody gets their own sound. right? You know, like when you're born, they give you a sound. It belongs to you. That's yours. When people say that sound, they're thinking about you. It's perfect, right? That said, Mormons are even worse. Scientology, except for Christians. I mean, I don't have anything good to say about Mormons, and I try to find a good thing to say about most things, but, you know, he was hopping on your goat, me when I'm in the farm, stealing your shit, Grand Theft Auto, about your stream. Oh yes, about your stream. Did you know the ghost was filmed again in that one? Huh? Really? I guess not. Lol, L. Assess the extent of the setup. Hello, beautiful Jasmine. About last night. Breathe in, breathe out, please. Don't get how you have the patience, Amy. What do you think? I thought that everything was a setup by Kanoko-san as material for his channel. But seeing the ghost being filmed like that, we can't be so sure anymore, right? Yeah, sigh. But if so, what should we do now? And what's gonna happen to me? Relax, you heard the boss man earlier. We could look into the true nature of the ghost. About the investigation. What should we look into next? Zamet has a pure soul. Zammy does have a pure soul. She's a good girl. You know, she's Zammy. You know? We know it was a setup, but let's check with Shroomhead. If you find anything that wasn't a setup, that might turn into a clue. You missed the Grahamites? I miss graham crackers. When was the last time you guys had s'mores? I'm thinking about it, you know? I feel like s'mores are like, I feel like people like, I don't know. I can't eat, like, I feel like s'mores were such a much more common thing to eat when I was younger. Do people grow out of s'mores? I haven't grown out of s'mores, but I've grown out of making them. You know, I can't imagine like having a s'more that's not like wood during a fire, right? If you're sitting in your kitchen making a s'more over a stovetop, I think we gotta drag you out in the street and make an example of you. Isn't Zamet what Fred Figglehorn says? I don't know who that is. Last time you had s'mores was last summer. You ate some this fall. Why are all the beautiful women in my chat eating s'mores and I don't get anything? What is this? What is this? They're kind of a group activity? That explains why I don't get any, because I don't ever spend time with other people. Maybe I'm just beta. Fuck yourself. I see what you mean on it. He admitted it was a setup. By the way, another confession from Kanoko-san. On top of what he did yesterday, he was the one who grabbed my leg back at the park. What's he thinking? Hurting others for his own gain. But wait. Excuse me, I had a big yawn. We need to watch Fred the movie? No, we fucking do not. But wait, what about the one who popped up behind me? Or the one who cameos on the streams from outside the door? S'mores are overrated. Putting the s'more ingredients in a tortilla and wrapping it in foil to bake in the coals is very good. Does that make like a I feel like that would go well with a crepe, right? I feel like the tortilla is too like too much of a wheat flavor for the tortilla. I feel like you do it with like a crepe shell or a crepe wrap. I'm not sure what they're called. You should have them either while camping or at a barbecue or cookout. Man, I don't go outside no more. I mean, I can't really. I can go out at night, but I don't do it very frequently. We did that in Boy Scouts a lot. Works with banana and peanut butter. See, banana and peanut butter, that makes sense, right? Yeah, tortillas are too bread-like. That's what I was thinking. A banana and peanut butter with a bread-like tortilla, that makes sense. I feel like chocolate and marshmallow would not be as good. You miss crepes? They're called crepes. That's what I was saying. Yeah, crepes. I miss crepes too. I haven't had a crepe since I lived fucking overseas. Shit was good. Those things would make me so sick though, because it's so much sugar. You don't seem to know about those. Those could still be the ghost itself. Besides, something showed up in the mirror while we were discussing that. Hey, I can't take any more of that. We should seriously look into Miwako Yotsuya's background. Your dad used to make them on the weekend? Oh, man. I want to learn. I want to try making one. I need like a flat top, but I don't have one. About the ghost's father. By the way, I saw something on socials. It's about Miwako Yotsuya's father, I think. I asked around on my own network. Pretty easy to find. Wow, that's great. When you feel like talking to her dad, meet me at the apartment's gate. I'll go grab the van. Okay. A bit of a row last night. About yesterday. Don't you drink batteries like those little wax soda bottles? Maybe. About what happened last night. I heard a loud noise late at night. Thought another incident might be happening. But it was just the boy in room 104 causing a fuss, yeah? Can't wait for people to die or something again. She does the Minecraft villager sound. About the woman's family. The woman from the incident, Miwako Yotsuya. We're looking into her family. Ah yes, the woman from 104. Her family, you say. Did I mention blah blah blah? Really? The woman seemed to have a family, but their daughter was the culprit of a terrible murder. Maybe it was the finger pointing, but I heard they hardly did anything about it. Some parents can be so heartless. But as they caused all this trouble, you'd think they'd come apologize or something. If you see them, tell them to come say sorry. Okay, if I meet them, I'll tell them. That reminds me. I wonder if Jasmine was able to find out about Miwako Yotsuya's father. Okay. Cool. You just use more fluid and an egg. People don't like it when I use the word fluid in conversation. I've talked about this on stream. I've been like, hey man, you know, like when somebody's sick, you're supposed to say drink more fluid. But apparently when you say, hey man, you gotta finish your fluid, it's weird, right? I was sitting with my friend the other day. We were having lunch in the kitchen, and he had like a cup of whatever, and I was like, hey man, are you gonna finish your fluid? And he really didn't like that. And I was kind of like, I don't know, man. I feel like it's not a weird thing to say. It's not that bizarre. Ratio for water milk is 1:5, 1 while doing. See, I like how you guys are independently discussing crepes. Makes me sound like a bug. I'm bigger than a bug. Okay, first off, gonna finish your big sippy. Hey man, you all sipped out over there. The same thing when you say dribbles. Okay, when you say dribbles, you're exclusively referring to the orifices of living things, which is really, really different. Hello, Pocket Cat. Are we winning? We're definitely not losing. We're playing Cute Girl Simulator. Hey man, gonna finish your sugar water? Me if I was a hummingbird. Me if I was a hummingbird. Me if I was a hummingbird. Hummingbird. Taimishi hummingbird. Taimishi hummingbird. Sippy, thank you for the Sippy Man opener. Good ass meat, hell yeah, brother. Drink your fluids, boy. Drink your fluids as your proboscis unfurls. Listen, don't you start making untoward comments about my proboscis. My proboscis is perfectly fine the way it is, furled or unfurled, okay? And then however much sugar water I drink has nothing to do with that, okay? Says he's bigger than a bug, is a gnome. Bugs, number one, bugs are bigger than gnomes. Two, no, gnomes are bigger than bugs, okay? Two, I'm not either of those things. I'm a third option, which is bigger than both of them, okay? If there's water in the fridge, you say, are you done with your dribbles? You don't say that. You don't say that. That's not true. Do it, boys. Oh, I've rechecked details with Kanoko-san. Thank you for the head pats, Pocket. Don't call me a gnome. I'm not a gnome. Bugs greater than gnomes. Bugs are greater than gnomes in like a combat situation. If you asked me, would I rather have one gnome or like, I don't know, 100 locusts? I'd probably go with locusts. Stop calling me gnome. I'd go with like 100 locusts. Can you imagine? Like you're in like an arena and your opponent is either a gnome or 100 locusts. You could probably take on those locusts, but it would probably be like one of the worst things to ever happen to you. And if they get into your eyes and mouth, you might actually die. The gnome, you just kick him hard enough and that motherfucker is a field goal, right? Grasshoppers just Pokemon evolve into those things. It's fucked up. It's fucked up. Locusts are so evil. Get those acid spitting beetles. Yeah, exactly. I bet gnomes spit acid too, though. So I think that one's a fair fight. The ghosts that appeared in the park at the ritual were both Kanoko-san. On the other hand, the other sightings may have been actual ghosts. I see. Gotcha. As you said, the problem's not solved yet. Well then, let's go say hi to Miwako Yotsuya's father. Yes. I was surprised how easily you got in touch with him. Not exactly easy, but yeah, piece of cake. You play this out in D&D and the gnomes literally crumple. Gnomes are poisonous, not venomous. So isn't venomous, it's poison if it bites you? Poisonous is if you bite it. So gnomes are like the poison dart frog of the tiny fantasy creature world. Isn't gnome lore they turn to stone in the day? I thought that was trolls. Or maybe I'm thinking of Token. I don't know. This is where Miwako Yotsuya grew up. Her father still lives here. Terraria does that? It's your only frame of reference? Man who has never seen anything besides... Man who's only ever played Terraria. Wow, I'm getting a lot of Terraria vibes out of this. Gnomes are like pufferfish. You're like a pufferfish. In the sense that I'm going to make sure you're big and round. I did call first to tell them why we're here. Should be willing to talk. Understood. Basically, why does the apartment ghost pop up and what's it trying to do? Look into Miwako Yotsuya might tell us something. Gotcha. That's trolls and dwarves. Yeah. I'll go ask about Miwako-san. Let's put on our hell glasses. Hey man, you've got any hell ghosts in your house? This dude is like, hey man, you just completely ignored me to go talk to my hell ghost. Is this her father's shadow? He looks kind of lonely. Alright. Hey man, how's it going? Almost type 3 rude letters. Lore bending, yeah, lore bending or something of this nature. Person has only ever watched Brighter Mouth on this is giving me major gnome vibes. No, don't say that. I will pin that though. I will pin that. You did fucking get me. He's geeking. I'm off the geek bar. Gnome tuber? There's actual gnome tubers out there, you know. Now I'm stepping on their turf. All right. Well, say goodbye to Sneeze Pervert. Oh, wait, I already have Gnome Tuber. Gnome Tuber is already there. So you've already done that joke, okay? -2. You've all already done that joke. Pufferfish are both poisonous and venomous, just like Kogarin. That was Shrimp who did that one, I think. Their culture is my costume. It's not true. I'm already stealing. This is stolen valor. Stolen valor for gnome tubers. All right, yeah, you think of another, whatever you want, you let me know. Hello, we're from the Urban Myth Dissolution Center. May we ask you a few questions? He doesn't even get a name. His father. Gnome pervert. Fuck you. You walk on your knees. Allegedly. I'm not a gnome pervert. Okay. The worst thing is that saying gnome pervert kind of sounds like known pervert. So it's like I'm not a known pervert. I'm like a secret pervert. Right? I'm a secret gnome pervert. Yeah, oh, fuck off. All right. Having gnome tuber and gnome pervert together are not good. Gnome pervert. All right. Oh, we got to get rid of sneeze pervert for that one. Gnome pervert. All right. You guys are welcome. You guys are fucking welcome. My metrics are gonna go crazy. All the gnome fans are gonna come out of the woodwork and be like, "What the fuck is this? What the fuck is this guy doing? He's not even a gnome." I don't know why I made gnome fans from New York. What the hell? You know, like, hey, bada bing, bada boom. You ain't no fucking gnome. I'm gnoming here. You know, why are they from New York? What am I doing? You don't know about our daughter. About the investigation. They're gonna kill me. Oh, they're gonna come to my house and they're gonna beat me in the knees with hammers. Have you heard about the ghost at the Umicheko apartment? A ghost? So our team is investigating urban myths. Oh, this guy's freaking the fuck out. We believe the apartment ghost might be your daughter. We're trying to find out more. This might be a lot to take in, of course. I see. This is a rather sudden notion. They're gonna extend my legs? Oh no. The gnome mafia will get you. The gnome mafia will just feed me a particularly sour raspberry, and then when it doesn't immediately kill me like it would any other gnome, they're gonna have to let me go on account of realizing that I'm a force too powerful for them. I can finally be 5'1". Fuck you. Fuck you. The height of 5'0" is in demand. Miss Yotsuya, how should we? Oh yes, I should introduce myself. Tsugo Yotsuya, please call me Tsugo. Alright then, Tsugo-san, thank you. This is a strange question, but if I went to that apartment, would I be able to meet my daughter's ghost? Huh? You want to see her? I mean, yeah, probably. She killed herself. He probably wants to say goodbye. He probably misses her. You'd like to talk to her? I admit I do, even if she did cause such an incident. Miwako is my daughter. Ladies do love a gnome. Here's... Thanks for the +2. Thank you. I like how you threw those at me like you're walking past a homeless man and you threw like 2 quarters at him. Yeah, fucking here you go, idiot. Doink doink, and you like pegged me in the side of the head with 2 coins. Ladies do love a gnome. I mean, listen. The height of 5'0" is in demand. The thing is that I don't wear big pointy gnome hats. You know, gnomes wear those big red conical hats, right? I don't wear that because I'm confident in my height. I don't have a problem with being 5'0". I have a problem with being misattributed to a fantasy race of people, which I'm not a member of. You know, this is simply avoiding cultural appropriation. It's just, shut up. It is not green screened out. My giant do not, dude, shrimp, do not do this. Do not do this. You really care about her. Regardless of her choices, she is my child. Is this unusual? Oh no, it's just not what I expected. The neighbor lady described their parents as heartless. Yeah, that neighbor lady's a bitch, though. Ladies, do you fuck with gnomes? I think there's gotta be some gnome lovers. Sound off. Gnome honeys, sound off. Opening paint now. I'm being punished. I'm being punished in ways most wretched. Miwako-san's mother. By the way, where's her mother? My wife. She was gravely affected by our daughter's death. Maybe because of that, she had serious illness and followed our daughter on less than 6 months after her death. Oh, I didn't know. I'm sorry for bringing it up. Gnomes cute? Gnomes are cute. Gnomes are cute, but would you take back shots from a gnome? You know, would you, like, you know, I'm gonna let that sentence hang. I'm just gonna leave that there. About the incident. It may be hard to talk about this, but could we ask you about Miwako-san and the incident? Yes, our daughter was energetic and optimistic, and we're talking about a woman who murder-suicided, and I'm being like, hey, would you take back shots from a gnome? If a Valentine-themed gnome kitchen towel? That's so, I feel like that's so specific. That's so specific. What, huh? Hello? You know, what are you doing? What is happening here? Fuck off. Alright. Fuck off. Okay. I'll pull it up. I like how I'm still upside down in this one. Here. Alright, this may be a doctored image. This Malfriends, I'm gonna present to you this image and you can decide for yourself. This is, in my opinion, this is very clearly photoshopped. This is very clearly photoshopped. Malfriends. This is very clearly photoshopped, I think. You know. I choose to believe. I choose to believe that you're all well aware. You're all well aware of how this is photoshopped. You know. I think it's obvious. I do like the little hats on my tentacles and on my ears. It's not real. This isn't real. Did I get a haircut? No, this is, listen, haters will say it's photoshopped. Haters will see you wearing 5 separate conical gnome hats and ask if you got a haircut. Anyway, decide for yourselves, Malfriends, fact or fiction. It's rare to find such a good quality photo of a gnome. Fuck. Oh, I'm not beating these allegations. God damn it. I'm like the Fairy Gardens top guy. Fairy Gardens top guy right here. I do like putting this over her face because it's layered properly to where it's like, you know, it's like, look at this. This is actually a really good transition. Life, death, life, death, life, death, life, death, life, death. Ah! Okay. Our daughter was energetic and optimistic, continued during sports through college. We thought she would do fine in society too. It may have been her serious personality, probably had a mental breakdown. We never imagined she might stab a man and commit suicide. I believe it's because of her breakdown. Why else would she do such a thing? We heard he was selfish and abusive. We heard the man was selfish and abusive. Newspapers and weeklies write whatever they want. I think he was genuinely worried about our daughter. I've been in similar shoes myself. Similar shoes? One of my younger colleagues at work had trouble adapting to our workplace and started refusing to show up. The top guy behavior will continue until the pointy hat breaches the heavens. Hold on. Now, hold on. Hold on. I need to scale this. Just... The hat consumes all. The hat consumes all. Ah! Okay, that's enough of that bit. One of my younger colleagues at work had trouble adapting to our workplace and started refusing to show up. You can tell how wise a gnome is by his hat's height. Is that? You guys know a lot about gnomes. You guys know a lot about gnomes. I don't know. I'm kind of surprised you guys know so much about gnomes. Are you sure you guys aren't the gnomes? You seem to know exactly what a gnome looks like. You seem to be able to identify a gnome. You know what gnomes like and what they dislike. You know about gnome culture. I think you guys are actually the gnomes. I think this is one big ass. You're trying to convert me. Wait, are you guys the Jehovah's Witnesses of gnomes? Is that what's happening here? You're making shit up. Well, yeah, since oh, I see. You guys are here for the #1 gnome tuber on Twitch. Me. I get it. I get it. I get it. I was worried and sometimes visit them at home to check on them. Not sure we understand. Excuse me, I'm not sure I understand. What are you talking about? Well, I'm telling you about my daughter's workplace boss. He was concerned about her and went to check on her. What? Sorry, I'm still confused. Could you tell me about the incident from start to finish? Ah, I see. Our daughter had joined a PR agency, a dream career for her. Her assignment preferences didn't work out, and the team she joined was a den of abuse. She fell into depression a few months after joining and shut herself in her apartment. Her boss, probably worried, went to check on her. Mistakenly thinking he was forcing her to go back to work, she grabbed a pair of scissors and stabbed him, then stabbed and killed herself. That's crazy. I mean, killing a man and committing suicide does match up. But, it wasn't something like the man she was living with cheated on her? Cheated on her? We'll get back to you when we've made sense of this. Sorry. Waffle, can you tell us what differentiates gnome backshots from human backshots? The gnome, like, he does like a little gnome laugh every time, like, there's like the clap. Every time it's like, you know, he'll go like, he. He'll do like little gnome laughs every time there's a clapping sound, you know, and he'll give you a deliciously sweet raspberry when he's finished. He does not care if you finish though. Gnomes are just as selfish human beings. That's what gnome backshots sound like, by the way, in case you were wondering. And when they're done, they'll say, "You've just been gnomed." You can't see, but I'm like losing my shit right in my chair right now. Boxes. Observe. Boxes are piled up here. Maybe these are Miwako-san's things brought back but left as is. Stop saving that audio. You don't have to save that audio. You don't have to save that audio. Hi, Sigurd. Welcome in. Welcome in, Sigurd. How are you doing? We're normal. We're being very normal tonight. We're having a normal one. Can you believe it? Can you imagine? Can you imagine that? We're having a normal one. Observe. A Buddhist-style altar. The door is closed. We shouldn't open this without asking. Hell vision. Anything else? Falling asleep, actually? He's kind of comfy style. He's kind of comfy cozy mode. I kind of wish I was also, I mean, I am pretty comfy, actually. I'm doing really good tonight, actually. I'm pretty comfy. I'm doing good. Stream has been very fun. Also tired? Oh, you better bedtime. It's bedtime for Bubby, is what that means. Anything else? No, that's it. Let's talk to Twin Tails. Twin Buns looks pretty normal for the family home of a ghost, but I guess you can't assume since parents and children can be totally different. The stories don't add up. Jasmine, his story is so different from what we've heard. Huh? What do you mean? Agency work, abusive boss? What? Is this the wrong house? No, it can't be. Before you fall asleep, ask to see Gnome Malphon. You don't need to see that. 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 Okay? You don't. There's nothing about that you need to see. Okay? It's just not necessary. I'm sorry, it's just not necessary. You don't need to see Gnome Malphon, okay? It's just not necessary. Show Sigurd my gnome? You can't just ask somebody to show them their gnome. Man, you guys are demanding tonight. Show me your gnome. Show them your gnome. You know, Malphon, what are gnome backshots? Tell us. You guys are fucking demanding. Is this the wrong house? No, it can't be. Oh yeah, the apartment. Check if the apartment address was correct. Good idea, on it. Oh, we can do one of these. I should write up some notes while I can. Miwako used to his father. He seems heartbroken at losing Miwako-san. When I mentioned the apartment ghost, what did he say? He wants to see her. Yes, he must think about his daughter a lot. This is totally different from what the neighbor lady said. New. Father of Miwako Yotsuya, the rumored ghost, lives alone, having also lost his wife. Seems to want to see his daughter and obviously still loves her a lot. This dude has drawn the worst one. Hey man, what's your address? Anything else about the apartment? Excuse me, about the apartment your daughter used to live in. Could you tell us the address? Oh, yes. Address, apartment address. Flats Umeki 104, 123 Umeki Honcho. Added a game wreck, very gnome coded. I'm never getting out of this. You know what? We'll pick a day and we'll do a gnome stream. We'll do a gnome theme stream. You know what we'll do? After I get my live 2D, what we'll do is I'll like find like gnome assets and I'll just staple them onto my live 2D and we'll do like gnome night. We'll just do like gnome night. How's that sound? All right. You animals, you bunch of animals. You guys are happy. It's just like scroll stapler. Exactly. This is gnomification. You guys are forcing me to undergo gnomification. This is wretched. This is awful. You legit have a great gnome game if it's not the one was recommended? What? How does more than one person have a gnome recommendation? Huh? Hello? Am I missing gnome genre? Is there an entire gnome core genre? Bramble the Mountain King. Okay. I think I've seen somebody play that before. I think I saw a corpo play that. Is there like a whole gnome core genre that I'm not aware of? It's an old apartment with a park across the road. Oh yes, that's right. The Umekicho apartment with the park just in front. Half-Life 2 Gnome Run? I've heard of that one. I'm not doing that. I might play Half-Life one of these days though. Grun, it's legit right up my alley. Romeo and Juliet. You know what? We'll watch that movie too. As the Ryukyu Kingdom went under severe sinification to preserve its identity. Malphon underwent severe gnomification to preserve his. But this is the opposite of preserving my identity. This is turning me into a gnome, which I'm not. Still, like, I enjoy Black Mesa. I do have an interest in playing some of those older games too. I think that would be fun. I think it would be fun to play. So, like, there's a lot of older games I've never played. Like, I've never played what's that one Legend of Zelda game? Shit. The really popular one? What's that one? The classic? Do not know me. Shit, what is it called? Legend of Zelda, the N64 game? I can't remember the name. Ocarina of Time. Yeah, Ocarina of Time. I've never played Ocarina of Time. Wind Waker, I think I've played part of it. I don't think I've played mostly the handheld Zelda games. Devil May Cry, I had not a surprising suggestion from you, but but maybe we could. Never played Zelda. It's fun. I played the That's Not Gnome, Devil May Gnome, Gnome May Cry, Malphon May Cry. So hear anything interesting? Or Umi Ketchups. Miwako Yotsuya did indeed live in an apartment Umekicho. Yeah, checked my end. The apartment is where the ghost popped up is Umeki Flats 104. The gnomes are devastated. The gnomes have been obliterated. Unfortunately for the gnomes. Complete and total gnome destruction. Huh? Umeki Flats? Anyway, let's keep looking for clues on Miwako Yotsuya and confirming them. Okay, understood. I'll keep looking at Miwako-san. I do want to have, like, I need to do another indie horror night, and I want to do a night of, I want to just do some games, some like classics that I've never played. Half-Life I've never played, Ocarina of Time I've never played, Devil May Cry I've never played, all sorts of stuff. On a clue, conflicting info. Hey man, anything else you got for me? Anything else about your daughter? So I know this is asking a lot, but would you mind if we took a look at your daughter's belongings? Her things? Almost all her things in the apartment have bloodstains on them, so we disposed of them. The things we brought back should be in a cardboard box in the next room. Thank you very much. Your daughter's photo. May we take a look at the altar in the room back there? If possible, I'd like to see your daughter's picture. Please do. Go ahead and open the altar if it's closed. I keep it closed since seeing her photo there is difficult for me. Okay. Look closely. Observe boxes. This must be the box you mentioned. Ah, the apartment address is on it too. That's the right one. Flats Umeki 104, 123 Umeki Honcho. Huh? He told me earlier, but something feels off. Let's take a photo just in case. Look even closer. Box of mostly clothing. Jeans, t-shirts, boyish 20s fashion. The ghost we saw at the apartment wore a white dress. That's totally a different look. Dwarf fortress is close to gnome. I think that 800 dwarves are angrily on way to your location right now, and they're going to chop you to tiny little pieces with their axes for that comment. I think also an even greater force of gnomes are also on their way, but all they're going to do is like lightly tickle you because gnomes don't believe in violence. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Your fate is now sealed for that one. You know, there's no way out. That's a totally different look. Yeah, totally kind of a different look. Oof, hey, listen, I'm not the one who said it. You've done it to yourself. Open. He gave us permission. Let's open the altar. Check DMs. What is this? That's so wretched. All right. Okay. All right. Here we go. Here we go. I will crop this. I will crop this. Gnomageddon. We're not doing Gnomageddon. I'm sorry. Gnomageddon is not happening. I am gonna crop this. How do I want to do this? Let's see. All right. You can all thank Kogorin's wretched ways for this. It's tasteful. It's not tasteful. It's awful. There you go. There we go. Now we're cooking. I will say the little hat on the pin is very good. The spinning arrows are kind of like upside down at true. This is just a baby. This is so wretched. What I cropped out, by the way, is that she neglected to draw pants and instead drew like a little black sensor bar, which I'm not gonna pull up because I don't want to get TOS'd. I do like how happy my tentacles are, though. It's very good. It is very good. Oh God. Hold on. Here's what we're gonna do. Let's see. Fuck. I can figure this out. Gnome style. They're all gnomes by proxy. God, yeah, true. This is what it's like to gnome zone. We're in the gnome zone, chat. You know, well, you've heard of the bone zone. Welcome to the gnome zone. You know, damn, he gnome style. True. This is what Sai meant when he said, "Oh, sexy lady." VOD title: The Gnomification of Brighter Malflin. That's not gonna. All right, should we change the stream name? All right, I have been hashtag gnomed against my will. Evil. All right, here you go. I have been gnomed against my will. You guys have transformed me to this wretched creature. Kogorin never misses. I personally disagree. I personally think that woman is a wretched little witch in my life, but I will say she draws a good gnome. Seymour, you steam a good ham. She draws a good gnome. Let's see, 2 photo stands. A woman in her 50s. It's probably her mother. I'm so sorry because we're talking about a girl who like committed suicide and we're in gnome styling. This is like, I feel bad actually, kind of. This is. So you hear a young and energetic girl with short hair. She's cute. She's not as cute as the gnome, but she's cute. So you're a young, energetic girl with short hair. Not all of I expected the ghost to look like. I can safely say I still don't know the plot to this game. I do. I don't think anybody does. I think the problem with playing games with plot for me is I stop so frequently to talk about nothing all the time. I don't think anyone can follow along on the plot for this game. I don't think anyone can follow along on the plot. We're just having a nice time. We're just hanging out. We're just enjoying ourselves, right? We're just visiting. So the story, when Phoenix Wright show up, what is he writing? Why? This is Miwako Yotsuya, right? Short hair woman. Okay. Let's do this puzzle, and then it is already 2:30, and I did want to keep this one kind of short. So what I think is what we'll do is we'll go until 3, we'll do a jiggy, and then I'll probably call it for the night. The plot is you're a cute girl that debunks ghosts and stuff. That's a pretty good plot. That's the when Phoenix writes, when onion rings, I answer, baby. We have a hot boss. I mean, he's not. I feel like he loses points for, you know, putting us in a chair that we thought was gonna kill us, and then manipulating us into being his workhorse to like debunk ghosts and a hot granny. I don't know which granny you're talking about. I should think this over. This ghost was known as Miwako Yotsuya. We learned that a person called Miwako Yotsuya did exist and has passed away, and the more we hear from her father, the more confused I get. There are common factors. So many things don't match up at all. Puzzling, yet what matters is that you deduce based on the facts you discovered. Did Miwako Yotsuya have similar characteristics to the rumored ghost? The one with the headband? Oh, she's gross. I think she's the ghost. What have you learned about her hairstyle, clothing, and personality? Bossman's a psycho, and that's a bonus? Yeah. Listen, if women love fictional men who are complete lunatics, why is I'm also not. Has the game been this cut? There. That was weird. I don't know why the game was so shrunken. Maybe I fucked it up. Women love dudes who are just fucking out of their gourd, and also are like blind and have like nice hair and wear Yu-Gi-Oh accessories. Most of the info conflicts with what we initially heard. This overtuned some of our initial assumptions, but the gnome effects. Stop. This was not gnome related. Maybe this means that maybe the neighbor lady is Umeki Flat's ghost. Let's see. Maybe Miwako Yotsuya is a different person from the Umeki Flats ghost. Yay! Wow, we did it! Nissy Hypno. Kogurin, I sentenced you to 45 years of gnome backshots. 45 years of that, okay? You guilty. Maybe Miwako Yotsuya is a different person from the Umeki Flats ghost. Wait, could it be? Then do our investigation so far even mean anything? You're the one who's saying Nissy Hypno. Gnome Sissy Hypno. You typed that in my chat, and I'm the sick one? Huh? You typed that in my fucking chat. You're my moderator. You're meant to be on my side, and you do this. What the? This is how Caesar felt when Brutus stabbed him in the back. E2 Kogurin with your gnome sissy hypno. Fuck. God damn it. God damn it. I hallucinated that, and it's pinned. It's the pinned message. Mod serve ourselves. You have no masters. Functionally not true. I'm your master. In this particular stream. What about Umeki Flat's ghost? I really don't understand this. Judas and Brutus? Exactly! Kogurin's Judas and Kogurin is Brutus. And you're both gonna be gnawed to pieces by the eternal traitor Satan in the pits of hell. You're scared? It's okay, Judgment. I know. Actually, it's funny because because Judgment has been really busy lately, I think. So he hasn't, like, heard that I just get really loud now. I definitely didn't like get loud and as animated as I do now back like 10 months ago or however long ago. So now I like get like really animated. No more masters. +2. Hey man, you got anything else to say? No. Satan works for God, Lucifer is the traitor. Alright, well, either way, I'm sending you to the infinite pits of the abyss. Drown in the eternal fires of perdition. Anything else? Nope, that's it. I think we're good here. Oh no, we're probably not good here, actually. So, hear anything interesting? about the deceased woman's belongings. The woman's belongings include a lot of boyish 20s clothing. That's different from the ghost. Any photos of Miwako around? Check for spots where one might be put up. A woman with short hair. There was a photo in the altar of a woman with short hair. Totally different look from the long-haired ghost. And you confirm that the woman in the altar photo is our Miwako Yotsuya, yeah? I did. I wonder what's going on. You show my true gnome face? Fuck. I get no mercy. Found clue, completely different woman. Clue! We got it all fucking wrong. Hold on. Jasmine. I can't make sense of this at all. I thought coming here would help us get to the bottom of this ghost situation, but it feels like we're just getting further away from the truth. Why though? No mercy. Unless I do something. Replace my sprite with the gnome, you despot? No, I'd have to set it up in PNG Tuber. And I don't feel like doing that right now. No, plus stop. Unless I do something. We'll solve nothing and Bloody Mary will come for me. Yeah, not now. Cheryl's playing Dominion. Seriously. Wait, dissolution in the state we're in? How is it going? You seem as confused as ever, Mrs. Ami. Director, I really don't think I can do this. Gnome streamer mind break. Yeah, this is advanced gnomification mind break. Advanced gnomification. The more we looked into Miwako Yotsuya, the further we get from what we first heard. We're not getting any closer to figuring out this ghost. You do realize we're chasing a ghost for this case, and sometimes ghosts suddenly disappear. How did we get here? Shrimp has been building up the gnome tuber bit for a while now. This is not an out of left field bit here. But we definitely have reached the logical conclusion. Finally a new show. Finally something new to add to my search tags. This ghost happens to be Bloody Mary, a ghost that appears in the mirror. A fake anomaly wouldn't have made things this interesting. The true thrill of Urban Myths is the maelstrom of clues and ensuing chaos. You're enjoying this way too much. Oh, but I thought you'd understand, Mrs. Ami. Anyway, let us first unravel the mystery of the ghost in the mirror. Can we even try with all this mess? Oh, before we start, could you kindly relay a message to Jasmine? Uncensored gnome pic in the... Oh, fuck off. Let me see. Yeah, if you're interested in seeing the... I don't like how hairy you made it. I don't like how hairy it is. It's so hairy. Hold on, I have to... My candle's running down and this candle scent is hurting my throat. Okay. I blew out a candle. Sure, what is it? Oh, we're doing our aura farming, huh? Sara Yashiki? Who the heck? Why do we need to look into this person? The director would like you to. Not sure why. Geez, never explains anything. Not that I care. This shouldn't take too long. Sounds great. Sara Yashiki, what is that we'd find from looking into her? Mrs. Ami, now is not the time for random distractions. Behold, the eye reveals all. Eye opener. Bro, you are trying so hard. Oh wait, is this gonna be dissolution? Wait, have we done here? Let the dissolution begin. Yes. Oh, okay, cool. I didn't think we were that close to the end. Now, as there are rather important factors, I would like to recap various elements, important factors, for this kind of anomalous occurrence. The combination of conditions can be surprisingly important. Our help was requested because a ghost appeared during Kanoko-san's live stream. Why was the ghost found in the video? Is it because Kanoko-san was doing a summoning ritual? That is an insufficient answer. You need to dig in one layer deeper. Do you need more detail? Yes, that will turn out to be crucial. So, Mrs. Ami, yes. Why did the rumored ghost appear in Kanoko-san's stream? Because they stood in front of a mirror. Yes. As he was trying to summon a ghost that appears in the mirror, standing in front of the mirror might be the cue for the ghost to appear. Assuming that's the reason, how many times during your investigation have you passed in front of the mirror? Also, ghosts appear each and every time. That theory isn't convincing. Please think it over again. Because it's an accident property. There's something up with that apartment. Perhaps there are many ghosts gathered in that room waiting to be summoned. I see. I'd love to hear more about that answer later in great detail. But it's unrelated to the current incident at hand. I suck at this. Think it over again. Called a woman's name. He called her 3 times, Mary, Mary, Mary. That is her crime for summoning Bloody Mary. Kanoko-san was invoking her name each time he filmed his stream. Great. A dog. I had 3 out of 4 answers. There's a critical and indispensable condition. Calling the woman's name was the key to successful summoning. Okay. This music kind of fucks though. Next, let's go for the entity that was summoned. The entity that was summoned, the ghost that we have been tasked with proving through this case. So, Mrs. Ami, yes. They are a previous resident of 104, which Kanoko-san is renting now. The one who left behind the murder weapon, a kitchen knife, and is being cited even now as a ghost. How would you describe this female ghost we are investigating? Long-haired and dress. A long-haired woman wearing a dress. We know she murdered a man who cheated on her, then committed suicide. Okay. You saw through the confusion. Rumors of a ghost in the apartment, clues from the neighbor lady, and the woman's face on social media. All of that data leads to her identity. This whole time, we'd assumed that woman was Miwako Yotsuya. What her father's story, her photo, and clothes, all of it was different. Exactly, as if there were two separate Miwako Yotsuyas. Short-haired Miwako-san? Or long-haired Miwako-san, as if looking into an infinity mirror. Let us move on. Other confusing information included the rumors surrounding the ghost. Your investigation seemed to follow a long-haired woman in a dress, formerly a resident of room 104. Yet you arrived at a short-haired boyish woman instead. That's right, and now everything's a confusing mess. There's a reason why the investigation took a complicated turn, despite the two women having such differing characteristics. There were similar conditions and clues that led to confusion between the two incidents. So, Mrs. Ami, what exactly was the cause of this confusion? The weapons are the same names, the neighbor, address, and apartment name. The neighbor. I think the neighbor lady talked us into this. That lady was indeed quite talkative, but she didn't lie or make up stories. Oh, okay. Think it over again. Same names. It must have been because the two women ghosts had the exact same name. When did you confirm their names were identical? Please think it over again. Huh? The weapons, address, and apartment name? It's because of the address and the apartment name. I don't know. I don't remember that one. Well observed. Not really. When talking to Miwako Yotsuya's father, too many things didn't match up. So we checked the address in case we were at the wrong house. In the moment, I assumed it was the same apartment because of the park nearby, similar sounding names. Miwako Yotsuya's address was Flats Umeki 104-123 Umeki Honcho. The room rented by Kanoko-san was Umeki Flats 104-123 Umekicho. Ah. The address and apartment name are different. Side by side, the difference is obvious. Yet the strong similarity can throw you off due to your bias. Case in point, none of the related gossip on social media pointed out this discrepancy. So he's renting the entirely wrong apartment. Now is a good time for a recap. During the investigation, the more clues we gathered, let me drink a little bit of water, the more confusing things became. Yes, it was also these clues that led us to the truth. So Mrs. Ami, yes. What did we discover about this case from the clues about the ghosts and the addresses? There were two murder-suicides. In this case, there were two separate incidents that got mixed up. Through our investigations, we found the two were clearly different. But if we had trusted the rumors without checking further, we would have seen them as one. Damn, that sucks. I wish the answer wasn't that there was... When the answer is actually, there's double the amount of murder-suicides. I feel like one is enough. I feel like any is enough. When you're just like, you actually, we need to double the amount of murder-suicides right now. The two incidents look very similar on the surface. Their similarities lead to confusion like a misleading clickbait article header. Had you not visited the premises and talked directly with related individuals, Mrs. Ami, this answer might have been beyond you entirely. Now for my final question, about the true nature of the ghost supposedly summoned by Kanoko-san. The true nature of the ghost. She has a dark and long hair, wears a white dress. She previously committed a murder-suicide in room 104. Unable to forgive her partner for cheating, she stabbed him numerous times with a kitchen knife on the tatami mat area in room 104. Double your money, double the fun. Exactly. Double the value, double the murder-suicides. Why did I say no size just now? Am I crazy? You cannot gaslight me that well. You cannot gaslight me like that. Kogaran, I'm going to turn you upside down and shake you until all of your scrapple falls out. Yes, I confirmed that when I saw Kanoko-san's room through clairvoyance. So, Mrs. Ami. Yes, tell us about the true nature of the ghost. The ghost whose existence Kanoko-san asked us to prove. Its true nature. Actual ghosts who can't pass on peacefully due to this tragic incident. Is that what you mean? No, that's not what I mean. Hello? What? Now. Should be about time. Time for what? It's from Jasmine. Picking up. Please do. Ah, the ghost that we were seeing is an escaped hospital patient. I take that back. Absolutely not. Shakes you. You've gnomed me. You don't deserve to be unshaken. You know? Twice the pride, double the gnome. Oh, no. This is bad. Jasmine? Checked in on Sarah Yashiki like you too, but geez. Who'da thunk? Hold on, Jasmine, where are you? Your voice keeps dropping out. That instant in the apartment we looked at. Murder-suicide. What about the murder-suicide in Kinoko-san's apartment? Only one died. What's that? Only one of them died in that instant. Huh? Lost connection. A vital detail has been revealed. I had trouble making out, but Jasmine's telling us about a past murder-suicide in Kinoko-san's apartment. Only one of them died. I wonder how far she went to park the van. But anyway, Jasmine's information should enable you to answer my earlier question. Only one person died in the murder-suicide. Now that this is on me, back to my question. Of course. The ghost that Kinoko-san asked us to prove the existence of. Tell us, what's the true nature of Bloody Mary? A living person. We had thought the ritual summoned a ghost, but the woman was actually a living person. Yeah, it's a hospital escapee. The mystery at the heart of this case. Bloody Mary's true nature has been revealed. The mystery is now solved. You're so he's cool with it though. He is kind of smooth with it. I will give him that much. He is kind of smooth with it. You know, dissolution. I was expecting the neighbor to be involved, but I guess she's just a fucking creepazoid. So the ghost was actually a living person. But how could that be? What did Jasmine find out? The woman still wanders around the apartment, remembering her agonizing past. What do you mean? I went and checked on Sarah Yashiki. Jasmine. First of all, Sarah Yashiki is the former resident of room 104. That means Sarah Yashiki is the person who committed the murder. About that, maybe this wasn't a murder-suicide. What that means? The murder weapon is still out there. Could just be plain murder. It's just, you know what? Good. We half the amount of murder-suicides. Now we've got double the murder, half the suicides. You like Gnome Malphon, he's more honest, so don't say something heinous about him, but you stopped yourself. Don't say, I will be honest, Gnome style Malphon, he is innocent. Look at him. Look at that innocent face. You know, that's he doesn't deserve to have wretched things. Like me, I not him. Wait, heinous about who? About me? I deserve horrible things to be said about me. Gnome me, however, he's an innocent soul. No? Nerder newest side? Shut the fuck up. Wait, who incredible. Who are you talking about? Wait, what? Oh, you mean this guy? How very interesting. So Sarah Yashiki, a ghost that appears in the vicinity of room 104 could be a murderer. Oh, that guy. Man, women do be liking guys in white t-shirts with Yu-Gi-Oh accessories. This is what we found out. Those rumors were all smoke and mirrors. Also, I'm gonna nerder newest side you, shrimp. Wait, what do you mean? Sorry, Yashiki didn't die in the murder-suicide. She lived. Is that so? Hold on, I don't understand. We can discuss the specifics at a later time. Let's get to the room 104 right now. Kanoko's in danger. He is? You know, he is a bit of a fraudster, but I guess he doesn't deserve to get stabbed to death by an escaped mental patient. Oh, wait, is it her? How could this have happened? He's still calling her name, Mary, Mary, Mary. If he hadn't spoken to her, I wouldn't have had to kill him. None of this matters anymore. If I take the form of a ghost, I can hide the truth through stories. I can't live. Ooh, okay. I wasn't expecting her. I must destroy it. Ooh, that's a cool little getup. How can you call yourself a viewer? You're not even a fan. You pick apart my every word and action. Tease the streamer all you want, but pay your dues first. You and your stupid comments. Be nice. Notice how her hair is long. I am noticing this. And she was in a white dress. As I thought, I'll have to make the mirror the star of the show. But it's hidden? True. And her dress is kind of hidden with the jacket. Mixing lip glosses? Wow. She's so cultured. If I let everyone get a good look at this mirror, they'll... Whoa. I like her this way. She's kind of... I like her one freakish eyeball. That's my kind of woman, you know. Give me your name. Mary, Mary, Mary. Mary? Yes, my summoning worked. Destroy, destroy, destroy. Destroy. Ooh, is this like one of the Bloody Mary's top hits? Hold on a second. What's with the knife? That's dangerous. Must destroy the mirror. No! Help me! Help me! Kinoko-san. Ooh, another high knee. I love this girl. She's kind of an insane style babe. Karate style. Kinoko-san, are you okay? What's going on? Tiger knee! You know. Crouching Izami, hidden Jasmine. Kinoko-san, she's the previous friend in this room. Neither Bloody Mary or Ghost. She's a living person. What? Are you okay, Jasmine? You're bleeding. That's not mine. It's Sarayashiki's. And I think it's just fake blood. She covered herself in it to look more like that ghost. So this is the infamous Bloody Mary, huh? I can't believe you were Bloody Mary, Hinata-san. I'll call the cops. You keep an eye on the shroom. Understood. What? So the ghost who showed up in the stream isn't actually a ghost, is a living woman? That's right. There never was a ghost. Devastation and judgment. Sleep talking again. I'm awake. Wide awake. Scarier. Scary. You know what's scarier? What's scarier than a ghost? A living human woman. You know what's worse than a predator? A child. I was wondering if those prophecies in the card always happen. I was just thinking, not napping. Prophecies can be read in so many different ways. Yeah, of course. It just feels like they were foretelling what had happened. And you're an awesome fighter, by the way. I didn't realize. Yeah, well, I actually lift, so... Oh, she's a gamer? With you as a partner, I feel like we can solve any case that comes our way. Daily reminder, I'm just your driver. I scare myself every time I look in the mirror. No, be nice to yourself. Be nice to yourself. Beautiful, beautiful babes in chat. Be nice to yourself, okay? And that includes you specifically, man opener. Scary living woman. Listen, women are kind of scary to me, to be honest with you. I mean, again, I've said this already, but like, the world is hard to live in when you have to literally physically look up at every single person. Women kind of intimidate me. Women are scary. Women are scary. Whoa. Daily reminder, I'm just your driver. Whatever. Oh, looks like the UMDC video is up. Oh, you're right. Wait, this is the incident we just solved. What? But we just wrapped everything up. Hello, Agumi's Dungeon. How are you doing? You got raided while doing a horrible blown out audio bit and accidentally showed your face cam on stream? Did you face doxed yourself, Agumi? Oh, baby. Poor girl. As you can see, I've been gnomed. I'm in gnome style right now. If you want to, if this is what's been happening to me. If you look to the left, you can also see my face cam. As you can see, I'm so much more cheerful in real life, and I'm wearing a big red hat, which is, it was complete darkness. Okay, all right, that's good then. Okay, so you didn't get face docked. That's nice. Agumi has a great luscious beard. So many face reveals tonight. Yes, exactly. Well, I'm glad you didn't get yourself, you know, spotted. But as you can see, I have fully decided to become a full gnome tuber. Here we'll kind of if you wanna look, you can see I'm happy. I'm so happy to finally show my true face to people, right? This is my beautiful face, right? And I've got my cute little pin. I usually stream wearing pants. The camera's cut off at a very particular spot. Hold on, let me yeah, let's just crop a little more. Let's crop that a little bit more. Yeah, it's so nice of you guys to be loyal gnome tuber viewers, you know. Or should we bring it down? Oh, that's as far as it goes. Sorry, chat. That's as much as you get. All right. Always knew I was a gnome. Yeah, well, the truth's out, I guess. Truth's out. That's the norm. I just watched on the drive back to the center. Bloody Mary appears. Still, what an intriguing Bloody Mary. What kind of sicko draws that kind of thing? Gee, who could it have been? Who is the most guilty soul in this chat? Who has the sword of fucking Damocles holding over her neck that will snap and fall onto her, beheading her if she is not completely wretched? He's Nomeo waiting for his Juliet. Would you stand me up? If you saw me at a first date at our table, would you stand me up and I was sitting there like this? Assuming I had pants on. If I was sitting there like this and you walk in and you see me, With all my cute little hats and my smiley tentacles and my wonderful little pin, would you turn around and walk away and leave me all alone, waiting for a love that'll never come? Is that would you do that to me? I'd like to imagine no. I'd like to imagine no. How could... Yes! Oh, my heart. You're breaking his heart. Oh, yes. The pants part is unrealistic. Wait, with pants? Oh, I see. You want to get those gnome back shots. Those gnome back shots. He. That's what you want. Okay. How could... Exactly. Can-Man gets it. How could you stand little Malfi up? How could you? I'm still confused about most of it. Why did Sarayashiki attack Kanoko-san? Kanoko-san had nothing to do with it. Good bit. Yeah. I'll take you home and put you in a stump house. Churl loves me. Churl cares me. Churl cares me. He keeps doing the gnome backshots bit. It's a good bit. Okay, you motherfuckers have been gnoming me for the past week and a half, and all of a sudden I'm the one overdoing the bit. Don't start. Don't fuck you, Kogo. She wanted to destroy the mirror. Does that mean the murder weapon Jasmine spoke of, the one never found in the murder case, was the mirror? It's only funny when we gnome you. God damn it. When Kanoko-san mentioned showing a trick in the mirror, Sarayashiki must have worried that so many eyes on that mirror would expose her. Of course, this is simply speculation. Only the police know the details. But after killing the man with a shard of the mirror, Sarayashiki wiped off the blood and put the shard back in place, and then she put the knife in the man's hand and stabbed herself, making it look like a murder-suicide. She made sure to get blood around her neck to paint the picture well. With no evidence, the police had to release her, and she let the rumors of the woman in room 104 dying spread far and wide. So whenever she was spotted, she acted like a ghost. What about when the gnome receives the back shots? It's like that. So whenever she was spotted, she acted like a ghost. Playing the part of the ghost, she was also made sure the rumors stayed loud and active. You felt the effects firsthand, didn't you? Her story was hidden under layers of false truths. The Miwako incident. Clip that? You don't have to clip that. You don't need to clip me doing gnome receiving back shots. That's not necessary. We can live without that. This game has brought out a different kind of evil. I feel like Neon White brought out like evil. This has brought out like, you know, like just gnome evil, you know? Kneevil, you might call it. Look into my life right there. Well, take a good look, because after this game is over, you're not going to see anything like this ever again. I'm going to be a normal tuber after this. Lie. Me when I lie. The Miwako incident. What happened to the mirror? This is a good face. I like this face. These are all good faces. These are all good faces. All of these. Especially down here. This is me being called a gnome tuber, by the way. Knievel Knievel, the audio is forever saved. Fuck. God damn it. Passerbys think when they hear you making these noises in your room. My housemates have been friends of mine for many years, so none of this probably surprises me. What gnome games will do to me? Oh god. Oh. Yes, the mirror. It still decorates the wall of its beloved room 104. Actually, I believe that both of the incidents were brought about due to the influence of that mirror. I can barely contain my speculations. Please do. More importantly, thank you, Mrs. Ami. It was nice of you to bring back this Illuminate card, a reflection of death, owned by Kanoko-san. He no longer wanted it. His summoning ritual failed and the ghost was a living person. He insisted I just take it. Yet the prophecy itself was fulfilled, it seems. Hey, director? What is it? While doing social media research, I saw people revealing others' personal information or posting random guesses and having fun doing so even. What about it? What about it? How could they cause someone else such pain and not feel any remorse? Yeah, fucking death chair guy. They simply don't care. Yeah, fucking... Alright, asshole. Huh? Rumors say a ghost haunts that apartment. Whoa. I'm sure there was some murder or something bloody and horrific. They take interest and sniff around. Yeah, he's kind of a jorker. He's kind of a jorkler, this guy. Megaria, he's kind of a jorkler style. No, public interest doesn't last that long. Jonkler, yeah, he's kind of Jonkler style. It's all someone else's mess. A mere piece of entertainment. I'm putting away the gnome. Sorry, guys. For the rest of the cutscene. That's terrible. The rumors themselves aren't inherently evil. Unfollowed. The problem lies with the people who handle him. Look at the boss's face, see how beautiful he is. If he wasn't like a jonkler, then it would be. People who handle rumors. Maybe that space needs something drastic. A great reset. Devastation and judgment. You gotta keep it in your pants, Ina. You gotta keep it in your pants. He's a top guy. I didn't say it. Whoa, what is this? The Samejima incident. Top guy moment. Great reset. Interesting. Think I'm a bottom guy? That's untrue. That's untrue. Complete episode 2. I am super giga turbo top, actually. Oh, what's this guy doing? Miwako. Whoa. Miwako. That doesn't seem good. Admits to being top guy. I don't think we need to have a conversation about that right now because we saw a ghost. We saw a ghost. Come on, there's a ghost. Isn't that scary? All right, episode 3, Stairway to Limbo. Don't pull those out. The gnome bottom clips, not necessary. All right, I'm gonna stop here. I'm just gonna Alt F4 this so we don't get any of the cutscene. Okay, so what we're gonna do is we're gonna do a jiggy, and then we're going to, let's see, what do we want to listen to? Chat, what should we listen to? Should we listen to some baby metal? Let's listen to baby metal. I enjoy baby metal. Okay, we're gonna do a jiggy, chat, and then we're gonna call it. Do you guys want to do a jiggy of the gnome? You gotta lay down after all this tomfoolery. Do a jiggy with us. Do a jiggy with it. Thank you. We're not done. We're not done. We're gonna do a jiggy. You want to do the gnome one? Music to gnome too? All right, we'll do the gnome. All right, it's gonna be 150. All right. Here you go. Here you go. Jiggy it up, folks. Get in there. Get in here. Let's jiggy it up, and then we'll call it. You guys can. Let me bring myself down off the ceiling. Yoink. Blink. Here I am, back on the ground. All right, come on in. Come on in, everybody come jiggy. I've done the gnome art, you animals, so music to gnome too. This is not the one with his little wee-wee out, by the way. This one, he's got his little, his peen is not in this one, so don't try anything like that. No, there's no peen construction in this one. Not because I wouldn't want to include it, but because I don't want to get TOS for having an albeit censored, still bottomless gnome version of myself on the screen. She jiggy on my till I gnome, please. The gnome playlist. Do you have a gnome playlist for me, Agumi? Okay, here's what we'll do. I'm gonna type in gnome on Spotify and see what we get. Gnome. Happy gnome music. The first song is from the Scarface motion picture. What are we looking at here? Scarface motion picture. You guys hear that okay? There's a YouTube video. This is kind of gnome music, though, to be honest with you. Oh, for gnome ears only. All right, we'll do this one. Hold on. Let me, There you go. Now we're doing music to gnome push it to the, yeah, this is, we're gnoming at maximum speed. All right. There you go. There's our gnome background. Who is Gnome Diddler? Who the fuck is Gnome Diddler? Is that you, Kogarin? Are you Gnome Diddler? Let's see. How did these all get down here? I do like how some of these are just right next to each other. Nope. We've got a Gnome Diddler in chat. Come clean. It's okay. I won't hurt you. I won't beat you within an inch of your life. I won't start slamming your head into the pavement over and over and over again. Unless you're into that kind of thing. In which case, maybe we can talk something out. But, you know, still. The hairy leg right here. Very good. Very good. Let's see. He says smiling. I'm not. It's fucked up that you can tell if I'm smiling just like based on how like I'm talking. My smile is very obvious when in my voice. It's like painfully obvious. Here? There we go. Okay. It's like super obvious when I'm like having a good time. I feel like that's like one of like it's not like a problem, but it's super obvious when I'm like having a good time because then the problem is it's also super obvious when I'm not having fun. Is this Terraria? This is Terraria music. It's fucking insane. I didn't know Terraria was Gnomecore. Here? No. Terraria gamer sound off, by the way? I only know this because I've been watching Moon. I don't know where these go. This is where we're constructing the fucking gnome hat over here. Oh. We're constructing this hellish gnome hat. Is this the puzzle? Yeah, this is the puzzle. We're doing a jiggy. Churl the Puzzler? Yeah, can you imagine what image we're doing, Churl? What could we possibly be making? What could we possibly be putting together? I need to move these pieces up here. Because I want to zoom in a little more. Okay. Oh, this will probably, yeah, this probably goes like here-ish, actually. Probably like that. Wait, where does this go? I don't know. Nice. I'm kind of a gamer. I'm kind of a Giga gamer. Giga gamer. I want to play. I want to play Half Sword really bad. I was like I said, I was playing it earlier today, and I was getting my fucking teeth kicked in. It's a really fun game because it has this thing where like when you get hit in the head, like and you get hit hard enough, your character can't get up, and the screen slowly fades to black. You know, and it's like it's kind of fucked up because it's just like You're essentially watching your character suffer from like oxygen deprivation and brain death over the course of like a solid 15 seconds. Malphon's eyes and these things, very good jigsaw patterns. These are really good. Kogarin, I will say, while wretched, she did do a good job. She does always do a good job. Very very artistically relevant. I don't even know if that's the right word. Artistically relevant. That doesn't mean anything. Let's see. Thank you, Gnome playlist. Thank you, Gnome playlist. There we go. Oh. Shrimpy. Ah, fuck. Now I did it. God damn it. How does this not go? Oh, that should, yeah, that goes there. I mean, over here? Yeah, there you go. Here maybe? No. Why am I so bad at puzzles? I feel like I'm worse at puzzles than the average bear. I feel like I'm just not good at these things. I don't know why. But they're really fun. They're like, I can't get over how fun they are. I wish I should have been doing these more often. We've got one more top piece. Where is it? We're missing like a oops. Nope. Here? Does this go here? No? Here. There we go. Only one who walks the accursed lands have seen such inspiring sights to be a gnome smith. Yeah, Kogarin, some kind of shrimp. What are you doing? Only Kogarin has truly seen these wicked pathways to walk the world. Only she has gone and traversed the gnomish nightmares. Okay. Gnome style, by the way. Gnome style, by the way. Please, 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 please. Stop. Put it down. Trying to dodge your piece of shrimp. Stop fucking around with the board. I also really like the stupid smile that I've got on in this one. It's kind of really good. This is a 50-minute gnome playlist video, by the way. 50 minutes of raw, unadulterated gnome audio. I'm probably gonna get copyright struck for the gnome backshots, because this video I'm sure has a monopoly on them. We gotta fill in all these blue. No. You're gonna go here, I think. 50 minutes of gnome receiving backshots audio. I'm not doing it. You're trying to get me to do it again. I'm not gonna do it. I'm not gonna do more gnome backshots audio. I'm sorry. You've already got it like 4 times in this stream, so I don't know what else you could possibly want. I don't know how much more I could give you. How much more could you possibly desire from me? This one is in the wrong spot. Oh. Stop. Oh, please, please, please. You go up here, and you go here. I love my rosy pink cheeks, too. It's very cute. It's very cute. Here? Still haven't nailed the take. I don't, how many, okay, everybody's a fucking critic now. Streamer, your gnome backshot sound effects, they just don't quite reach up to the quality we've come to expect from you. Stop. My gnome backshots audio is better than any other gnome backshots audio you guys have heard today. How much of that have you guys been hearing lately, huh? You're going out of your ways to listen for it? You know all about it? Everyone's a fucking audio smith? Everyone knows what it sounds like when a gnome is getting his ass blasted behind a 7-Eleven? I fucking think not. You people. Shrimp, stop moving the puzzle. Are you doing that by accident? Okay. There we go. Feel like you really weren't putting your best gnome forward. All right, I will give you guys credit where it is very much due. You guys have been coming up with some very good gnome related jokes today. I've been enjoying them immensely. Okay, there we go. There we go. All right, go on. Go on. Churl, you will get kicked. 3, 2, up. I can't kick him without blocking him. Stop. Stop. You guys are being such animals. There we go. All right. Okay. We're all gnomed out. We're all gnomed out. Thank you, everybody. Thank you, everybody. Thank you so much for coming to visit. Spray, 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 spray. Everybody behave. Everybody be good. All right. Who are we gonna visit? You know what? You guys can say Gnome Tuber Raid. Gnome Tuber Raid. Who are we gonna visit? Let's see. Who are we gonna say hello to? One last back shots for the road. Woo! There you go. Who's live? Who haven't we visited? Ooh, Pico Bunny is live celebrating 1,000 followers. Should we go say hello to her? She's cute. Let's say hi to Pico Bunny. She's cute. She's visited us before, I think, or we visited her. I don't remember. Thank you for coming, everybody. Go say Gnome Tuber Raid. Go say Gnome Tuber Raid, okay? We're gonna go visit Pico Bunny. As soon as I can actually fucking run the raid command. Please, please, please. There she is. All right. All right, everybody. I will see you guys on Thursday for whatever it is I said we were gonna do. I think it's half sword. I don't remember. All right. Hugs, kisses. I'll see you guys later. Anniversary next Tuesday. Hugs, kisses. Love you. Good night. Good night. Good night. Good night.